Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay calls every play so sweet. Titans thunder, Texans burn. Jags on the rise with every turn. Colts stampede on Sunday stage. Every snap fuels the rage. Broncos ride, the Raiders roll. Chiefs keep climbing toward the goal. Chargers spark the Cali sky. Dr. Delay's mic is riding high. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Black and gold, we bleed that pride. Steel City hearts electrified. Terrible towels in the air tonight. Pittsburgh's power under Sunday light. Here we go! Packers frozen, Lions roar. Vikings and Bears want one more score. From Lambeau chills to soldier fights. Delays calling through the nights. Eagles fly, the Giants stand tall. Cowboys charge, Redskins ball. Sunday buzzing, fans online. NFL chaos, it's game time. Shot. Falcons fly and Bucks set sail. Saints march on, Panthers wail. From Atlanta down to the Bay, we bring the noise every play. Niners grind and Seahawks soar. Cardinals reload, Rams one more. From Cali sun to desert nights, Dr. Delay's voice lights up the fights. Under the Sunday lights, fans go wild, we stream all night. Every down, every fight, Dr. Delay is live under Sunday lights. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Hey, hey, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, loud and clear. Here we go. Steelers. Here we go. Sunday lights, game day's here. Dr. Delay is live, let's hear that cheer. In the north, the grind runs deep. Steelers wave the black and gold, no sleep. Bengals roar and Browns ignite. Ravens fly under primetime lights. Jets take flight, Bills bring fire. Dolphins dive, Pats don't tire. From New York snow to Miami heat, delay
All right, we are ready for game 2 of the day, for me anyway. The Giants taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Both teams 2-13, both teams looking for that number 1 pick. So we'll see what happens today. Do you play for the win? Do you play for to not to win? Well, I don't know. I'm sure the player's going to play for win, but the fan bases are pulling for a loss, and that's kind of why I'm calling it, because, man, this will be very interesting. Who will be selecting number 1 next year? Well, the loser of this game has pretty much a front row ticket to that spot. So again, appreciate you guys for tuning in right now. As I look, the Giants favored by 3 before kickoff. So just, yeah, that is rough, being a three-point home dog to the Giants, and that is tough. But again, it's been a rough year for both of these teams, of course. Again, there's a reason why both teams are 2-13. A reason why they will be selecting very high in the draft next year. But of course, again, like I said, the players definitely want to win this one because they don't want to be, trying to draft their replacement. Why would they want to do that? Raiders going to be kicking off here to start this one. So yeah, we are about to be underway, and we are underway here in Las Vegas. Fielded at the 5, he's at the 10, 15, 20. And then tripped up at the 22-yard line. That is where the Giants will begin their drive. Steelers made sure Miles didn't break the record. No, that is true. This will be either the worst game I've ever seen or pure sentiment. No, in between. Yeah, for sure. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. George, appreciate you. Goku, Reggio. Yeah, I know. Terrible stuff. Terrible, terrible team. Judy again, Joseph, yeah, appreciate you guys for tuning in, as this is Jackson Dart. He's going to be in the shotgun. Trips left, 2 receivers to the right, lifting the leg. Takes snap, drops back, looking over the middle, fires. It's caught at the 25, brought down at the 26. That is Wandale Robinson with the catch for a gain of 4. Again, the Giants, of course, it's been a rough year. They've had a lot of injuries. Malik Neighbors, Cam Scadaboo, and of course plenty others, as Dart lifts the leg and hands it off up the gut. He's at the 30 and brought down at the 36-yard line, and that is going to be a New York Giants first down. Could you imagine the game ending in a tie? I can, actually. It would really hurt the noggin if that happened. 1st and 10 for the Giants, as Dart's going to be in the pistol. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, as Dart lifts the leg and hands it off up the gut. And he's going to be brought down around the 40. That is Tracy Jr. with the carry. Gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Giants. The toilet bowl, yeah. 2nd and 6 at the 40. Dart in the shotgun. 2 receivers to each side. As Dart lifts the leg, takes snap, drops back, looking over the middle. Throws, caught at the 43, trying to push it down the field, but just cannot anymore as he's whistled dead. Again, a gain of 3 there to make it 3rd and 3 coming up for the Giants, as they need to get to the 46 for a brand new set of downs. Definitely would be an interesting situation if both teams were to tie here. 3rd and 3 as he signals Tracy out wide. Now he's going to work himself back in. Dart changing it up. Dart lifting the leg and takes snap, drops back, and there is a penalty. So they're going to probably have a false start. False start on the Giants. That'll back up the Giants by 5, making it 3rd and I guess I'm going to have to get used to that. It used to be false starts. They would whistle it, no problem. But now they let the play go on for about a few seconds, and then they blow it dead. Another Jags helmet for JG Knight tonight. Yep, they took care of business against the Colts, as I believe, again, just a win, and they win their division next week, essentially. 3rd and 8 for Jackson Dart as he drops back, looking over the middle. He throws. It is caught at the 49, at the 50, and steps out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Wandale Robinson with the catch, and that is a New York Giants first down. Unless they clinched, I don't know if they'll update it here or whatnot. I don't think they will. So 1st and 10 for the Giants as they are at the 45. It's Dart. Play action, drops back. Dart's looking. Cameraman's lost. So is Dart. He's slipping and sliding and tackled down at the 40. That is a loss of 14 yards. Cameraman bit on the play action. And Dart was running around in the backfield before he ended up slipping down and taking the sack. Again, a loss of 14 yards. Not ideal there. That is, no bueno. 2nd and 24 as Dart is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 3 receivers to the right. As Dart lifts the leg, takes snap, drops back, looking over the middle. Dart looking, throws, caught across the 50. Oh, there's a fumble as recovered by the Raiders. But they're going to whistle it dead and going to say that there was no catch. Bellinger took a big whack there as he couldn't quite hold on to the ball. See what happened here. Did he take? So there's the catch. 1, 2, and I don't know. Yeah, it's close. Palomalu, he's related to Palomalu. So 3rd and 24 for the Giants. Hey man, how are you doing? I'm okay. Silly games, obviously a devastating loss a few moments ago, but we're gonna put that to the side and cover this number 1 pick bowl here. As there's going to be a false start for the Giants. That'll back them up even more. It'll be 3rd and 29. What happened to your Pittsburgh Steelers? They decided to stay in Pittsburgh. They actually didn't play the game today. They had some practice squad players from Pittsburgh go up and play the game, so not a bad outing by the Steelers practice squad. Only losing by a touchdown. The Tank Bowl. The Tank Bowl, the Toilet Bowl, the number 1 pick bowl, whatever you want to call it. That's what's happening before our very eyes here. 3rd and 29 as Dart is in the shotgun, drops back, looking over, throws it in the flat, caught at the 30s, at the 35, and brought down at the 41-yard line. That's a gain of 5, and the Giants will have to punt. Curious why you're not broadcasting Eagles-Bills game. Definitely everyone's going to be covering that game. So I figured that, give this game some love. And I am kind of interested to see on who would be picking number 1 next year. I myself kind of want to know. So there's a little bit of, again, there's everyone else going to be calling it, so I'm going to just less competition over here. And also there is some neat stuff with the NFL here. Again, with the next year's draft. Fielded at the 15, reversing field, and is not going to get anything brought down at the 15. That is Bachman on the return. No return there on the play. On the go with CeeLo Sennis here. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate CeeLo. Again, I know he was covering a game earlier, so appreciate that, man. What the heck is this? 3rd and 29. It's the Toilet Bowl, man. I don't know what you'd expect, silly games. That game was sorry. Yeah, George, that was a rough one. That was rough. Derrick Henry had a great game. He did. The Septic Bowl is going to be fun. It will be. Again, appreciate the redirect, CeeLo. Thank you again for that'll help out a lot as we inch closer to 4,000, sir. Thank you. Hopefully that game was great. I know the Jaguars ended up winning. So they, again, about I would say, a win. If they win next week, they will clinch the division. Of course, this is the only game going on right now. Raiders, Giants, Saints. Of course, over the Titans, 34-26. Jaguars, again, that's the one you're just covering there. Again, welcoming the viewers that were just listening in on the Jaguars-Colts game. We got Raiders, Giants here, 0-0. Bengals, 37. Cardinals, 14. Dolphins, 20. Buccaneers, 17. Patriots, 42. Jets, 10. Seahawks 27, Panthers 10. Again, the Panthers losing means that the NFC South is still undecided, and that'll be decided next week. As, again, there's still a lot of stuff happening. Again, the Jacksonville Jaguars, they've not clinched the division yet. The Steelers haven't clinched the division. The Patriots haven't clinched the division yet, again, pending the Bills-Eagles game. So still a lot of divisions up for grabs in the AFC. And even in the NFC, you still got 2 divisions as of now. Again, the NFC South and, of course, the NFC West, which that could be decided, depending on how the Rams-49ers games go. But, of course, we're not there yet. So, again, appreciate you, CeeLo, for the redirect. That is awesome, man. Appreciate it. What's up? How's it going, Hammer? Good to see you. I wish you could do another game, but stop. Oh, you're good, man. Appreciate it. Definitely understand that. Tough game. Ravens are looking better. Good thing you have the number 1 receiver back. Hopefully he will not be back. I believe it was a 2-game suspension. So, yeah, it's unfortunate, but it'll be okay, Timothy. We will be fine. And even if we lose, we'll be fine because, I don't know, that's just the way the Steelers are. They always seem to lose anyway. All right, 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Here's Geno Smith, 67% of his passes, 2,800 yards, 18 touchdowns, 15 picks on the season for Geno as he hands it off to Genty, and Genty is tackled in the backfield. A loss of 2, nothing doing there for the Heisman runner-up. I'm going to listen to you and try to watch the Bills crush the Eagles. Gotcha. Your flickering TV. Yeah. Good luck with that. Again, I'm sure it'll be a good game as it's 2nd and 12. Geno in the shotgun. Receiver to left, trips to the right. As Geno takes snap, drops back. Looking over the middle. Pump fake. Stepping up. Throws it down the field. It is caught. But he was out of bounds. Incomplete. Pass intended to Dante Thornton. Unable to hold on to that one. And it'll be 3rd and 12 coming up. It'll be funny if Mendoza stayed for senior year. I don't think he does. But yeah, I mean, it would be unfortunate there. Titans blew it. Yes, they did. The Tank Bowl. How's it going, John? Good to see you, man. Good positive, brother. I'm a Bengals fan. My season ended in week 2 on a turf toe. Oh, man. That is rough. Yeah, that is definitely rough. Being a Bengals fan with Joe Burrow again, he seems to be injury prone as Smith drops back. He's looking, throws. It's caught at the 20 and is brought down close to the line to gain. Will they give it to him or not? Doesn't look like they will. Gain of 11. That is Michael Mayer with the catch and run, and it looks like the Raiders will have to punt. Dogs, the game in your area, or do you have the NFL ticket? I have the NFL ticket. I don't think this is going to be live for many people. I think the coverage, I think I was looking at earlier, and I didn't see it on. I'll look at it. I'll actually look at the coverage map after this punt here. The Ravens beat the Steelers next week. Steelers are back in first place. If the Steelers win, they're in. If the Ravens win, then yeah, the Ravens are back in. Let's go Giants. You can do it. Dr. Lay, you the man. Appreciate you too, Raider, for tuning in. As it looks like the Raiders are going to challenge this, so Pete Carroll not happy with the spot. He will see if they can reverse that. So yeah, the tight end kind of landed on the defender now that I'm thinking about it. And we'll see. Oh, but the elbow being down, I don't know. Yeah, the elbow was down. I don't know. I think it's going to be a little short, so that's a bad challenge. So, yeah, pretty much this game not being viewed by much of the country. As you can see, it's viewed in Nevada, not even all of Nevada. A little bit of California there. Some Indy and Cincinnati. And then, of course, New York and then Connecticut, Long Island there, parts of New Jersey. So, yeah, the New Jersey Giants. So, again, there's some reasons why I did pick this one. Again, 2 reasons, really. Again, one, everyone's going to be calling Bills and Eagles. So I'm like, okay, well, that's more competition. And then number 2, the Toilet Bowl. Again, this is the loser of this game gets the number 1 pick. So there is that. I think it'll be pretty interesting. I hope your team wins next week. Me too. Is that for a playoff spot? It is. Raiders for your older brother. Gotcha. Go Ravens next week, so they are back in first place. No, Seth, we don't want that, Seth. This is not. No, we don't want that. We want the Steelers to go to the playoffs and lose first round, not the Ravens. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure again to like and subscribe. If everyone were to subscribe right now, we would hit 4,000 subscribers, and that would be pretty cool to end the year with 4,000. Definitely way surpassing my goal. But again, that's just proof that, hey, we are moving in the right direction. It takes time to build a channel on YouTube. As, you know, again, people need to have trust. I don't want to press the subscribe button, I want to make sure that you're going to be doing this forever or something like that. I need to see the established growth or whatnot. I don't know. Regardless, It's going to be a big channel. It just, of course, needs time. So, again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. And, of course, let me know who you think is going to win today. Or, no, pardon me, that's actually not the poll. Let me know who you think will be selecting first in the NFL draft right now. 50-50. Giants, 50%. Raiders, 50%. So, there you go. Older brother Steelers, your son the Ravens. Oh, wow, your son likes the Ravens. That's tough. Maybe Big Ben needs to come back. I mean, Phillip Rivers did it, and I think he retired before him. Rivers did retire before him. Now, I'm good with Rodgers, man. Rodgers does well. He just had a bad day today, but the whole team really did, honestly. No, I think we're fine with Rodgers. I would love to see Big Ben play again, but I don't think it would go well. As Cole boots it away. So, yes, they did lose the challenge. Olszewski returns at the 21, and he runs out of bounds at the 27-yard line. And that is where the Giants will begin their drive with 9:02 left to go in the first quarter. They're going to take another break. That's great. Why not? Why not? We just came back from commercial break. Let's go and do another commercial break. This one only 30 seconds, though. Love your coach. Thank you, Johnny. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Again, I try. Just a little fun fact here. Both teams, again, I've covered both teams already this year. The Giants twice, the Raiders 4 times. Giants are 0-2 when I cover the Giants. The Raiders are 0-4. So somebody's going to get their first win today on the channel. There are some winless teams. The Jets will finish 0-3, Titans 0-1, Saints 0-1, the Commies 0-4, and, of course, again, the Giants and Raiders winless. There's only one undefeated team left. That is actually the 49ers, 4-0, and I cover them. First and 10 for Jackson Dart as he hands it off up the middle, and he's not going to get much. Brought down at the line of scrimmage. That is Tracy on the carry. Again, nothing doing for the Giants. Tom Brady is a great broadcast guy. I mean, he's gotten a little bit better. I don't know if he's great at it. Dallas Cowboys, oh my goodness. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Second and 10 as Dart throws, caught across the 30, and brought down at the 31-yard line. So a gain of 5. And it'll be 3rd and 5 for the Giants. So we got Bills, Steelers, Ravens, Cowboys. I mean, hey, there we go. You got a lot of teams you can cheer for. So there's that. 3rd and 5. They need to get to the 37 for a brain set of downs. As Dart lifts the leg, takes the snap, drops back, looking over to his left, throws. It is caught. But he couldn't hold on to it. It's going to be a great catch. Wandale going up and grabbing it, just couldn't survive the ground. And the Giants will have a 3-and-out, and they will punt. The two, I don't know about the dumbest, but definitely the worst teams. It's going for the Giants. Steve, I'm smelling a tie. This bowl stinks. Yeah. Seth, he is actually getting better. In the beginning, not so much. Yeah, he's getting better. No, completely agree with that. Yeah, Tom Brady's a broadcaster. Yeah, he's getting he's much better than he was. Yeah, he's definitely last year was pretty bad. As there is the punt. And Bachman fields it at the 24, reversing field, cutting inside, spinning around, and going to be brought down at the 24-yard line. Nothing really there on the return. As the Raiders will take over with 7:46 left to go in the first, but commercial break coming up. Dallas is not playing any more games, but the Jets are playing. Yeah, no, Dallas can play one more game. Dart has more yards today than he had the whole game against the Vikings. Crazy. Yeah, no, 33 yards last week, 34 already. So trending in the right direction there. Let me go ahead and get these emotes out there for you. He had 7 yards the first half. Yeah, no, it was not looking good, Timothy, last week for him. I was kind of following along with that one. Again, I was covering another game, but yeah, he was definitely struggling last week. Brady's broadcast Eagles-Bills game. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's the Fox #1 guy. Him and Kevin Burkhardt on the call, most likely. So let's see here. Let's refresh this. As again, we're nearing game time for the Bills game. Of course, again, we'll be covering Giants Raiders, but we'll be following along that one. As there's only 2 afternoon games here this week. So pretty terrible by the NFL to not give us more options. But oh well, I guess. Oh well. But again, we're closing in on the end of the season. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below, talk about whatever you like, and try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. So there is that. So, and thank you. And for the redirect, CeeLo, appreciate you for that. Helps out a lot. You didn't miss much, yeah. Which team wins the tiebreaker for the number 1 pick if both these teams refuse to win and end up tied? To be honest, I don't know. I'd actually... Let me see. I'd assume, if I had to guess, whoever's currently holding it now. So let's see if I can find the current NFL draft order. Updated. All right, so it's going to be, well, after a few articles and ads, we'll find out. So the Giants currently have the number 1 pick, so I'd imagine it stays with them. The Browns, by the way, with the win, they moved from 3 to at least 7. So that's interesting. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Raiders, as they'll have it again at the 24-yard line. Geno Smith going to be in. Well, actually, I don't know where he's at. They're not showing him there. He's in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. As Smith play action, drops back looking, throws to the middle. It's caught at the 30-35 and brought down at the 40-yard line. That is a 1st down for the Raiders after a gain of 16 yards. Michael Mayer with the catch. So the Giants, I guess, would have the tiebreaker if they tie today. But then that would make next week, that would be kind of a big deal. Because the loser today essentially has it, if I guess. Because they would have lost to the Giants. Giants would have the tiebreaker, or the Raiders, vice versa. Hands it off to Genty. Genty is going to be brought down at the 41 for a gain of 1. So, yeah, the loser of the game would lost to each other. So, the tiebreaker, they finished the same record, would go to, of course, the loser of this game. Blame Geno. Always blame Geno. They should make midnight games. They should not, actually, Diva. I would not be cool with that, to be honest. I'm not staying up for that. 2nd and 8, ball at the 42 as Geno's in the shotgun, drops back looking, throws to his left, caught across the 45, brought down at the 47. As that was Trey Tucker with the catch. And it'll be 3rd and 3 coming up for the Raiders. You're better than the Raiders. I mean, honestly, not much of a difference. We have 0 wins. They have 2. So pretty much the same as what I'm looking at. As Geno drops back, looking over the middle, dumps it off. It is caught at the 48 and then fighting forward to the 49. But he's going to be a yard short, and we'll see what the Raiders do. 4th and 1 as they're close to midfield. Looks like they will keep the offense on the field. Steelers season is over, Dr. Lay. It's not over yet, but it's not looking good. But, yeah, it's looking rough. Brady's been muted. That's tough. Giants don't need a quarterback so they can win and then be okay with pick 2 or 3. That is very true. Very true indeed. The Raiders, however, don't. So the Raiders fans, I'm assuming, pulling for a loss. 4th and 1. Geno's going to be under center. Sending a man in motion as he hands it off. This is Genty up the middle. And he's got the 1st down, breaking tackles and brought down at the 46. That's a gain of 5, and that is a Las Vegas Raiders 1st down. Genty now at 5 yards after that 5-yard carry. I'd rather watch a Saturday night midnight game than a Sunday morning 8 a.m. game. Ooh, interesting. That's fair. I think that's fair. That's close. 50-50 with me as Geno's rolling to his right, and he is going down. He did throw it away, and there was an intended receiver in the area. Oh, wow. Geno Smith with a... Wow, they're going to say he got it off. That was pretty impressive there by Geno Smith. Again, he was practically sacked, but able to get rid of it and find a receiver. Again, incomplete pass, but this is much. No, he's not. That is very good. Could have been a loss of 10. Pouring buckets in Buffalo. Oh, wow. Hey, I'm not watching this game, but I thought I'd pop in and give you a like. Appreciate it, Ben, for tuning in as it's a jet sweep here to Tucker, and he is going to be brought down at the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Go Raiders. This guy's the best. I don't know who this, Geno maybe. I don't know if Geno would be the best. As it's 3rd and 5, ball at the 41. Smith going to be in the shotgun, trips to the right, 2 receivers to the left. As Smith drops back, looking over the middle. He throws it down the field, caught at the 20, and brought down at the 15-yard line. That is Tucker with the catch, and that is a Las Vegas Raiders. First down, a gain of 26. Geno Smith looking pretty good all of a sudden. Again, it's been a rough year, but maybe against the Giants can have himself a game, as the Giants' defense hasn't really lived up to expectations. Giants are going to get the King's ransom in compensation if they get the number 1 pick. Yes, they would. So there is also that. Though if they do lose, they could just trade down and they would get a boatload of picks as he hands it off to Genty up the middle, and he's brought down at the 12-yard line for a gain of 3. What time's the Bears game? I believe it's 7:20 Central Time, 8:20 Eastern. Raiders want the number 1. Take that quarterback from Indiana. If not, I have to trade to the Giants for some draft capital. Yep. Waste of Kevin Harlan's talents. I don't know about that, man. Again, I think he could make this very interesting with the number 1 pick on the line. 2nd and 7, ball at the 12. He's doing a great job, though, in my left ear here. Smith in the shotgun, drops back, looking over the middle. Smith throws. It is intercepted at the 10, the 15, 20. He's at the 30, cuts inside at the 40, cuts inside again at the 50, and brought down at the 43-yard line. Intercepted by Okereke, I believe. I'm not too sure. But a 43-yard return, and the Giants will have the ball. Throw just a little too inside for Michael Mayer. As the Giants look to do something on offense for a change. We'll see. Told you blame Geno. Yep. The G-Men. Yep. Number 1 pick bowl. Yes, sir. Kenny Pickett is warming up. Yeah, I don't know about that. We'd love to see Kenny, though. I'm a Kenny guy. Harlan could make a game between 0 and 15 teams entertaining. He could. He's just great. He is great. Definitely, again, one of the greats in today's broadcasting, which I'm more of an Iron Eagle guy, but again, Kevin Harlan is really good. He is great. Harlan Green, better than Nance and Romo. I would agree with that one for sure. I would agree with that one. Geno, yep. Blame Geno. Wonder how many picks that is for him on the year. Let's see here. Geno is at 15 picks. So that was his 16th interception. Just not a good year for Geno. All right, in the other game, again, there's only one other game happening right now. But as you can see, Eagles-Bills 0-0. So pretty much the same game. Eagles-Bills, the only thing is the records. That's it. Nothing else. It's the same thing. 0-0, man. Oh, my goodness. And, of course, the Steelers losing the Browns, man. That was rough. Delay, do you think I can beat the Raiders? You would put up a good fight, Andy. Kenny, Pittsburgh guy. Yep. Eagle watch should be 1. I would agree with that. Yes. Eagle, which I liked Eagle and Charles Davis. I liked Eagle and Dan Fouts. I feel like Dan Fouts was kind of shafted there. I thought he did a fine job. Eagles 3-and-out versus the Bills. Nice. Harlan, actually, I don't know. I'm pulling for the Eagles now. Because, again, AFC, NFC, I guess. Harlan Green should be 2. They should. It is all Tomlin's fault. It always is. 8:15 on the East Coast. There we go. Okay, so I thought it was 8:20. But, yeah, I guess it's 8:15. There's a reason Harlan is the lead guy for Westwood 1 and the B play-by-play for the CBS. He's actually the C. But, yeah, no, he's really good. So it's Okereke. I butchered that. Anyway, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Giants. As, again, they just picked off Geno. They'll have it at the 44 of the Raiders. As Dart is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. As Dart lifts the leg, takes snap and hands it off. This is Tracy up the gut. And he's going to be bottled up at the 40-yard line. Nice gain, though, of 4. So that was not Tracy. That was actually Singletary on the carry. Singletary on the carry. That's nice. Tom Brady told his team before the game to go out and get the number 1 pick. I bet he did. 2nd and 6 as Dart is in the shotgun. 4 receivers out wide to the left, sending a man in motion. Now it's trips to the left, 2 receivers to the right. As Dart lifts the leg, takes snap, drops back, looking to his right, throws. Caught by Wandale at the 35, pushed out of bounds, close to the 34. They will give him the 1st down, tackled by Paulo Mao. 1st down, Giants. Bad flag, oh man. Bradshaw won 4, Brady won 7. Yes, he did. Crosby to Chicago in 2026. Who are you talking about? What Crosby? Are you talking about Max Crosby? Same thing with Mac. Interesting. 1st and 10 at the 34 as Dart, play action, drops back, heavy pressure, throws it in the flat, caught at the 35, cuts inside, spinning around to Singletary, brought down at the 31-yard line. Very exciting gain of 4 there, so they'll bring him down at the 30 apparently, mark him down at the 30. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Giants. Kickoff. I think you missed an earlier comment. Told you blame Geno. I saw that one. What time's the Bears game? I saw that one too. I don't know what comment you'd be referring to. Bradshaw never lost Super Bowl. He did not. He did not. 2nd and 6 at the 30. It's a toss to Singletary. Cuts inside of the 25, 20. 15, 10, 5, and brought down at the 1. Oh, what a run there by Singletary. A gain of 29, which puts him at 33 yards on the day. 1st and goal for the Giants. What a run. Just a toss. And then he cuts inside. Bamboozles the Raiders. Cuts inside again. So again, the Giants knocking on the door for the first score of the game. I put Harlan in ahead of Ian Eagle in the rotation of CBS. My opinion, though. Both of them are very good. Oh, okay. That's fair. That's fair. As Dart hands it off up the gut and is extending. Did he get in? Touchdown. New York Giants as the clock hits 0. The touchdown turkey. We didn't see him all day in the first game, but here he is. As the Giants open up the scoring as they lead 6-0. There he is extending there. Yeah, you got it. As we'll just await the extra point there. Cheeseburger, I guess I didn't see. It's not on my end over here. It might have been hidden and then reopened. I don't know. That's usually how it goes. Yeah, sometimes there. Yeah, so it's sometimes I won't show it. So you hit the like for the doctor. Appreciate you, George. If your wife left you because you didn't buy her a cheeseburger, blame Gina. That's pretty good. I don't know why that was hidden for review. That's weird. We're pending the extra point here as there's the snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is right down the middle as it is 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. So there you go. Giants now leading for the number 2 pick. Raiders for the 1 pick, but the Giants are leading in this game 7-0. Myron Cope, yeah, he was pretty good. I just never really listened to him. Go Giants is Sam the Man. Appreciate you for tuning in. Bills punt after the sack. Oh, wow. Hopefully Chris Myers will be replaced next year at Fox. Yeah, Chris Myers. Yeah, there's just Fox. You know, again, Jaguars pretty spot on when it comes to Fox coverage. They've been pretty terrible. They've been pretty terrible. Good to see you, Miss Gina. Appreciate you for tuning in. Let's go ahead and check out what's happening across the NFL. Again, there's only one other game, as it is 0-0 there in Buffalo. We got more scoring in this one than in that one. Of course, this game has a whole 20 minutes on it as far as, when they actually started. But we're going to ignore that. And I'm just going to tell you this is the better game today. And I won't hear otherwise. Won't hear otherwise. The quarterback just fumbled the ball. My offensive lineman picked it up and ran it in for a touchdown. Wow. You think it'll be under 44? Probably. But you never know with how these games can go. With these 2-13 teams, it could either be bad offense or bad defense. And, of course, again, a pick is what set up the Giants. So, I don't know. Hope the Bills have a touchdown for the turkey. No touchdown turkey for the Bills. Sorry there. But, yeah, touchdown turkey is here for this one. The Giants and the Raiders game. The weather is terrible in Buffalo. Sounds really fun. You guys, yeah, again, I heard the comments about the rain. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. Of course, again, the Giants leading 7-0 in this one. And, of course, let me know who you think is going to have the number one pick for the 2026 draft. 51% of you guys with the Giants, 49% with the Raiders. One thing about playing in Vegas, you don't have to worry about the weather. That is true. That is true. Both playing like idiots. That is tough. Torrential rain is wild. It's pouring. You'd put Benetti ahead of Myers, and Benetti is pretty strong. He's just behind a lot of very good talent there. I guess I haven't heard of Benetti. I have to listen to him. I'd have to listen. Giants don't need a quarterback. Raiders do. That is true. But the Giants could still, of course, again, as someone mentioned, just trade down. As we are returning here to coverage again in Las Vegas, as there is the kickoff. And that is fielded somewhere at the 20, 25, 30, 35, and brought down at the 41-yard line as the Timu McCaffrey does a pretty good job there with a 28-yard return. That is Dylan Lobby with the return. AFC playoff picture as it stands. Denver at 1, Patriots at 2, Jacksonville at 3. Steelers, of course, currently holding the 4 spot, but yeah, we'll see about that. Buffalo at the 5, Houston at the 6, Chargers at the 7. The NFC, Seattle at the 1, Chicago at the 2, Philly at the 3, Carolina temporarily holding the 4, San Francisco at the 5, Rams at the 6, and the Packers have clinched the 7 seed. No matter what happens there, they are the 7. 1st and 10 for Smith. As he's under center, sending a man in motion, he hands it off to Genty. Genty making a guy miss, but then is brought down in the backfield. Nothing doing there for Genty. You got to feel for Genty. It's been a terrible, terrible year for him because, of course, the O-line of the Raiders. But any Schlereth will be a solid at 6. Yeah, I'm not familiar with, I guess, that far down. They need to wipe the cameras. Oh, man. Hey, Doc, Go Giants, how's it going? Good to see you. Good to see a Giants fan. As, yes, they are leading 7-0 here. 2nd and 10 at the 41, and there is a lot of movement there. And I imagine that will be on the Giants, and it will be. Jason Benetti, voice of the White Sox during baseball season, does some college as well. Okay, I'll have to look him up. Look him up, because, yeah, I'm not familiar with him at all. Would be pretty neat to, I don't know, get some more talent there at Fox because, yeah, Fox is just, I don't know. To me, I like Kevin Burkhardt. You know, Kenny Albert. Yeah, he was okay. I don't know. 2nd and 5 as Gino throws. It's caught at the 46, and then he's tackled right there. Nothing doing there for the Raiders. As it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Like Albert, but not a Vilma fan. Vilma's definitely, I don't know. He used to be actually pretty good. He was actually not a bad color guy. He just, I don't know. Yeah, as of late, he's kind of mailed it in. Who scored for the Giants? I believe it was, I can't remember. Singletary with the carry. 3rd and 5, need to get to the 49 for a brand new set of downs in the gun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. As Gino's trying to get him a jump. Sending a man in motion. Gino drops back, looking to his left, throws to Genty. It is, oh, what a catch. And he's brought down at the 44. Had to turn around completely, as that is a Raiders first down. Have a great stream. Appreciate it, Giants fan. Hopefully Rhino has a good one with the Bills and the Eagles. A lot of competition in that one. Furthest kick in college football history, I have no idea. As Smith swings it out, it's caught at the 45 and is brought down at the 40-yard line. Hard-earned gain of 3. Well, they're going to say 4, brought down at the 39. So 2nd and 6 coming up for the Raiders, as paper towels falling everywhere around here. Kevin is cool. Davis Olsen is great. Yeah, Greg Olsen's pretty good. What do you think about Drew Brees? Brees, the not play-by-play, but the color guy or the quarterback? I don't think I've actually listened to Brees. I think I have, actually. I don't think I was really impressed with him. As he hands it off to Genty up the gut. He's crossing the 35 and brought down at the 31-yard line. That is going to be a Raiders first down for the moment, as there is a flag. So we'll see what the call on the field is. Illegal hands to the face defense. And that'll be a 5-yard penalty at the end of the run. And that is a Raiders first down. Adam Amin. Yeah, Amin is, he's okay. Adam Amin is okay. Brees has some work to do, yeah. Jason Bennett used to be at the voice of the White Sox, but now he's with the Tigers. Okay. Olsen was in line for the A job analyst before. Yeah, no, he was the A guy. He was. I got a feel for him. 1st and 10 as Smith hands it off to Genty. Genty working his way outside, but then is tumbled in the backfield. That's a loss of 1. Loss of 1 there for the Raiders. Going to be 2nd and 11 coming up. Genty again, nothing doing. All he sees are a bunch of white jerseys. Keep in mind the Raiders are wearing black and silver. As it's 2nd and 11, Gino drops back, throws, caught at the 23, and then he's pushed backwards immediately. That was Tyler Lockett with the catch. A gain of 5 as they're at the Giants' 22. Genty going to finish strong. He had a rough rookie season. He did. He did have a rough year, and maybe they can get him some help next year. There's a ways to go. He's just started. Yeah, for sure. Can't wait for it to just be Catalan and McCourty next year. Not following there. Where's that at? I think McCourty. Is it McCourty at NBC? As it's 3rd and 6, as Gino steps up and is spun around and dropped in the backfield. That is a sack. Loss of 2. And the Raiders will most likely have to settle for 3. Spiro and Adam Archuleta, man, he's been calling games for a while now, or not calling games, but being the color guy for a while. Sparrow Didi's usually doing, he would have done this game, I feel like, if they had more slots on CBS. This would be a Sparrow Didi's game, 2 and 13, 2 and 13. As there's the snap, the hold, the kick, it is up, it is right down the middle. It is good. The Giants leading 7-3 over the Raiders with 9:41 left to go in the first half. 2nd and 13 Eagles just got torched tough. Ouch, Raiders. Yep. Spiridides is okay, but he's best suited for mid-level broadcast. Yeah. What in the world? I'm hearing things. I don't know what's going on. I'm an Eagles fan, but I don't think they're going to win this game. That's tough. Jason McCourty is with Catalan and Davis. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below and talk about whatever you like and try to respond to as many comments as I can. I don't really need this mic. Again, it's just for just to listen in on the broadcast and get the crowd noise and all that stuff. Wish I could have crowd noise here. It would be pretty cool. But yeah, in the other game right now, it's 0-0, Buffalo and Philly. Buffalo, though, is driving as they have it 2nd and 3. No, they do not. Josh Allen just fumbled the ball. Philadelphia has it at the Buffalo 42. So there you go. 0-0 in that one. But we got scoring over here. Apparently a fumble. Yep. That is brutal. But yeah, feel free, of course, to chat down below. And of course, again, if you're liking what you're listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Helps out the channel a lot as we're closing in on 4,000 subscribers, folks. So again, thank you very much for tuning on in. Thank you for your support. And yeah, we are moving in the right direction. Trust Lewis should replace McCarthy. I guess I haven't really listened to many of these guys. I'm not really familiar. And I kind of know, but I just haven't really listened to them in a while. I can't really put a voice to it. Charles Davis moving to the CBS College broadcast to replace Gary Danielson after the Sun Bowl. Yeah, that's actually... I actually found that on JG9. I asked the question. I'm like, I found it crazy that Charles Davis was removed. Again, I thought him and Kevin Burkhardt were pretty good. And then him and Ian Eagle. Ian Eagle, of course, can make anybody really good. But Charles Davis is already great. But yeah, now he's going to be the college guy, which makes sense. He's going to be the head college guy. Rain and weather, really issue there in Buffalo. Nice. Sounds like a great game. Allen is out here holding that pigskin in the rain like a loose loaf of bread. That's never going to work out. McCarthy does Phillies game. He drives me nuts. That's tough. That's tough. Yeah, I don't really know much about the Phillies broadcast because... Now, Thomas, do you know play-by-play with JJ? He's the one that does the Phillies games here on YouTube. That's kind of... I mean, that's... Yeah, I don't really know much about the Phillies guys. I do like NBC, though, covering, like, I don't know, whenever it's like NBC with the local affiliate there, it's usually, I don't know, it's a nice score bug, and I don't know, that's going to be booted. Did that land in the end zone or land at the 1? It's going to be interesting. They're going to say it's a touchback. Giants will have it at 35. I don't know, I just like the NBC score bug for baseball. It looks pretty good. Comparing it to, like, the other ones. You know, AT&T. Well, AT&T doesn't do it anymore, but I don't know. 76ers playing the Thunder tough right now, and the Eagles are on this. This is good. Good stuff. All right, 1st and 10 for the Giants as Dart is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Tracy in the backfield. As he sends a man in motion, Dart takes snap, hands it off up the gut, and he is brought down at the 41-yard line for a gain of 6. That is Tyrone Tracy on the carry again. His 5th carry of the game, 23 yards for him on the day. Josh Allen must be eating fried chicken on the sidelines. Fumble Ruski, tough. That's the media's MVP, Josh Allen. This guy hands it off up the gut. This is Tracy dancing around and brought down at the 44-yard line for a gain of 3, as it'll be 3rd and 1 for the Giants at the 44. Dart so far 7 for 9, 44 yards. Singletary leading in in rushing yards, 34 yards for him on 3 carries. As Dart is in the shotgun. Dart lifts the leg, takes snap, hands it off. No, keeps it on the RPO and is going to get the first down, crossing the 45, brought down at the 49. That is a first down, going to say the 50. So a gain of 6, and that is a New York Giant first down. Allen needs to lay off the Pepsi. Pepsi's good. Pepsi is a solid soda. I should start Caleb Williams over Hurts. I don't know. It's kind of too late there. As he throws it, it's caught. Makes guy miss. He's at the 45 and brought down at the 42-yard line. Gain of 8. That was Isaiah Hodgins with the catch. His first target and catch, of course, of the day. Building blocks for the future. Dart, 22 years old. Scatterbo, 23. Neighbors, 22. Carter, 22. Thibodeau, 25. He's still, geez. He's been, I feel like, in the NFL for a few years now. I guess what, 4 years now, as Dart play action. Oh, he slips, then steps up in the pocket. It's going to take off and run and takes a big hit at the 40-yard line. But that is a first down for the Giants. Took a big whack there at the back of the head. But I guess he's fine. Trying to win a fantasy championship. I would have started Caleb over Hurts for sure. Flip the ball, win the game, and flush the first pick. Yep. I like the NFL players and ads as long as they're not horrible actors. There we go. 1st and 10 as Dart drops back, throws it down the right side, caught at the 20, and touchdown at the 18-yard line. That is Darius Slayton with the catch, a gain of 22 yards. And again, that's a Giants first down as we're under 7 minutes and counting in the first quarter. Is it a cold Pepsi? It should be. Yep. Yeah, no, you definitely want good acting there on advertisement, of course. 1st and 10 at the 18. Dart in the gun. He swings it out. Caught by Robinson at the 20. The 15 and hit out of bounds at the 12-yard line for a gain of 6. That is Wandale's 6th catch already. 41 yards on the day for him. Pepsi, no Coke. Yeah, I wouldn't know, I guess. I got May, JSN, Henry all on my fantasy team. I'm cooking. Yeah, I bet you are. Jets will be picking first. I guess they still have a shot. As it's 2nd and 4 at the 12. As Dart looking. It's going to take it up the middle at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, New York Giants. And the touchdown turkey. He, of course, loves touchdowns. 13-3 Dart darting up the field for a 12-yard run. And the Giants looking pretty good here. Again, 14 points in the first half. That would have been enough to beat the Browns today, believe it or not. Too bad the Steelers couldn't do that. Goddard, touchdown Eagles. Eagles leading, apparently. As for pending the extra points. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up. It is good. 14-3 as the Giants have the lead in this one, but the Raiders leading in the draft. 14-3 with 5:56 left to go in the first half. Maybe the Jets are worse, but they have 3 wins. Yeah, I mean, again, all the loser has to do is lose out, and they have the number 1 pick. Jim Nantz only 66 years old. According to Google search, I'd expect him to be older. Now here's a question. Al Michaels is getting up there. Who would replace him on Thursday nights? I don't know. It's a good question. I'm sure they can get somebody. They can. I'm sure Prime would pay whoever it is, the replacement for Michaels, a lot of money. Giants don't want the number 1 pick. Apparently not. Dart has a few rushing touchdowns. Yep. What's up, Dart? Been busy all day. Sorry about your Steelers. Oh, it's okay. Almost about 4,000. I can't speak. We're working our way there. We are working our way there. I am. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just kind of getting a little tired. I do apologize. I'm trying to keep it going. Touchdown turkey. Yep. Replacing a legend like Al Michaels is a difficult decision. It is, but you got to do it. I mean, he's definitely seen better days. Nothing better in this world than a cold Pepsi on a hot day. Yep. I don't know about that. I like Dr. Pepper, but Pepsi's pretty good. Bet a True Raider guy that usually pops in is pretty happy. I bet so. Gus Johnson? No, Gus Johnson ain't going to leave college football. He's got a good gig there. The game is better than Eagles-Bills game. Yep. I ain't going to really address that part there. But Gus Johnson, he's pretty good. Gus Johnson, I don't know if he's the GOAT, but he's definitely one of the greats. But yeah, no, Gus Johnson is definitely going to be he's going to be staying there. I think he's got his gig. No way wine is better than Pepsi. On a hot day? You'd rather have wine on a hot day than a Pepsi? A cold Pepsi? Dr. Pepper's number 1. It is. I don't know why they went with Herb Street. He's a college guy. I know. It was kind of confusing, too. I had the same reaction, to be honest with you. Replace Collinsworth and is gushing. Oh, Patrick Mahomes. Oh, man, that kind of looked like Patrick Mahomes, Jackson Dart. Oh, man. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a good announcer. He is a good announcer, but yeah, he's more of a college guy. Ginger ale. I'm not a ginger ale guy, to be honest with you. Dart doing the 6-7 stuff on the sideline there, apparently. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, 14-3 is your score. Giants leading in the number 1 pick bowl. As there is the kickoff, and that's going to be fielded in the end zone. He fumbles the ball and then takes a knee in the end zone for a touchback. Gus Johnson's going to stay at Fox for their... Yeah, for sure. For sure. As they're showing a replay here of the Jalen Hurts throw to Goddard in the end zone. 7-0 is your score. Philadelphia leading over Buffalo as they are approaching the end of the first quarter there. We're actually over halfway through the second quarter in this one. Again, 14-3. Giants leading over the Raiders. As Smith is under center, receivers to each side, sending a man in motion. As Smith is going to take the snap, and it's an end around, but oh man, that is a disaster. Tackled in the backfield, loss of 10. Hands it off to Tucker, and Tucker was immediately just smacked down. Oh my goodness, that did not work out how I'm sure the Raiders were hoping for. Yeah, Canada Dry Ginger Ale. Nope. I'm too old I'm too old to understand this 6-7 thing. There's really nothing to understand, Timothy. 2nd and 10 at the 25. As Smith is in the shotgun, throws it in the flat, caught. He's at the 30 and brought down at the 32-yard line. That is Trey Tucker with the catch, a gain of 7, as that'll bring up 3rd and long. Calling Steelers Ravens? Yes, I will be. Even if the Steelers had already clinched the division, I still would call it. It's not Goddard. It's the backup. Oh, wasn't Goddard? My bad. I have no idea who that would be then. Raiders don't have their 2 best players, Bowers and Crosby. They do not. As it's 3rd and 13, they need to get to the 45 for a Brandy set of downs. As Geno Smith drops back, he's looking. He throws it over the middle. It is caught across the 50, and he falls down at the 48-yard line. That is a first down for the Raiders, but hold on. There's a flag, and this may be coming back. Holding. Oh, wow. Offense, and then it's going to back him up 10. Steelers Raiders definitely in line for Sunday night. Yes. NFL, Twitter, X. Yeah, I'm sure they'll announce it tonight as well during the Sunday night game. They usually do. Black Cherry Dr. Pepper is great. I've never had Black Cherry Dr. Pepper. Giants don't know how to tank. Yeah, I don't know. 3rd and 23. They're at the 22. As Smith is in the shotgun, drops back, looking, throws, caught at the 25. He's at the 30 and whacked out of bounds at the 31-yard line for a gain of 9. That was Jackson on the catch, and the Raiders will have to punt. Cherry 7-Up. I'm not a 7-Up guy. Not a 7-Up guy, not a Sprite guy. The only Mountain Dew I like is Baja Blast. Yeah, I'm just not a... I don't know. Like soda to me, I like it if it's a dark drink, essentially. Anything that's kind of clear or colorful, I tend to not really like. There is the snap, and here is the punt as Cole sends it away. And that'll be fielded at the 15. And he, of course, actually stepping out of bounds. Some pushing and shoving. As, there's some Giants holding a Raider hostage there. Oh, my goodness. Polomal and who was that? A lot of pushing and shoving. I'm surprised there's no flag. I'd like to see this. So Giant pushing the Raider into the bench area. And the Raiders started... Oh, yeah, the Raiders started shoving the Giant. That was a punch thrown. Oh, wow, there's a Giant that threw a punch. So there was kind of a fight. And, of course, the Giants were ganging up on the Raider. There's got to be an ejection. I guess they didn't see the punch. They didn't see the DK one last week, so that's not a surprise. Let's see. Enemy trying cranberry ginger ale. I'm good. I'll pass. To each their own. Yep. Coke is the best. It's pretty good. Again, I wouldn't put it number one, but it's pretty good. Baja Blast is great. It is. Baja Blast. You guys haven't had Mountain Dew Baja Blast? Oh, man. Get you a Baja Blast. You're probably right, Doctor. Got to give the NBC graphics team a chance to put up something together for the broadcast. Yep. They usually do it. But maybe they don't. I don't know. Sometimes it changes. My stomach is just growling. I have yet to eat all day. I'll have a little bit of a break in between this one and the Sunday night game, so we'll get some food there. Cranberry ginger ale, yeah, I don't know. Cream soda, I don't like cream soda. Yeah, I just like typical soda, I guess. Sprite cranberry is great. I got to get some before they go away. Yep. Ginger with vodka, yeah, I don't know. You know, it's a bad season when the fights come out. Yep, around Christmas. Why am I still upset about the Steelers losing when I knew they would lose? Nobody in the news will blame Tomlin for his lousy decision. I mean, that is true. That is true. You drink water 99% of the time. That's ideal. That's what people should do, but I do not. I do not drink water. Do not drink water 99% of the time. I should, but I don't. Tom's not getting fired. I know he's not getting fired. Would be nice to see. And again, trade is not out of the question. It really isn't. A trade is not out of the question. That fight has been the most interesting thing in this game, yeah. Yep. Definitely, it's definitely one of the games of all time. Key lime juice and water for the dub. I don't know. I don't really I don't like lime either. I'm very picky. I'm a picky guy. I don't really I stick to what I know for the most part. You'd be ticked if you were a Steelers fan, but to be fair, that game would have been a lot worse if it wasn't for the refs. I disagree. There were a lot of calls that went against the Steelers. He's lost. Darnell Washington broke his arm. Oh, he broke his arm? No way! Unbelievable as he hands it off up the middle, crossing the 15 and brought down at the 19. Gain of 4. Unbelievable. I'm looking that up. There's no way. Suffered a broken arm today. Unbelievable. Didn't even know that. That's crazy. 2nd and 5. Ball at the 20 as Dart is in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, trips to the left. Jeez. Sending a man in motion. Dart lifts the leg, takes snap, drops back, looking to his right. Now in the middle, throws, caught at the 25. And Robinson is wrapped up at the 27-yard line. That is a first down for the Giants. You showed the human body is mostly water, not Pepsi. That is true. 1st and 10 at the 29. Very good spot. Oh, my goodness. As Dart is going to drop back, play action. He's looking, throws over the middle. It's wide open at the 50. Robinson spinning around at the 40. And is breaking tackles, pushed out of bounds at the 36. Wow, that was just a huge play there. That is a first down for the Giants. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. As they will have it again in Raiders territory at the 35. Last chance Tomlin let Rodgers call his own game. I think so. I think Rodgers should call the game next week, 100%. Every big running play Browns had got called back. That's holding. Taunting was pretty bad. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I just remember some other stuff happening against the Steelers. It went both ways. Right after the game. Yeah, I just saw that. I can't believe that. Steelers offense got decimated. They did. Trade Tomlin to the Jets. We'll take him. I'll gladly send him to you, man. How many firsts you got? How many firsts you got? Because I know you'll give him you'll definitely trade him for a first. Think you guys win the game if Lamar doesn't play. Our defense is atrocious. I don't know. I'm feeling pretty confident against Lamar right now. Huntley looks pretty good. So I don't know. Right now, Huntley might be a better option because Huntley is 100% and Lamar is not. Buffalo's trapped in Puntville. That's tough. Will the Penguins break their non-winning streak tonight versus the Blackhawks? Nope. Tom Brady is very pleased with the game thus far. I bet he is. Steelers suck. I mean the Browns. I mean, they both do. They do. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below and, of course, talk about whatever you like and leave a like. Helps out the channel a lot. Make sure, again, to subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do. I call games. So, again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to subscribe. As if everyone were to subscribe right now, we would hit 4,000 subscribers. Be pretty cool. Just saw a meme on Instagram with the caption, the one Lions fan to Ravens. Wait, that one Lions fan to Ravens flock after getting DK suspended was a Rock. As Rock saying, "You're welcome." Oh, this guy. It's more important for blocking. You already have the two tight ends. Washington is a man among. Yeah, boy, yes, he is. He's huge. Allen tried to get it. He ran for 17, but still nothing. Tough. They're one game away from making the playoffs, getting in the tournament. I don't know. Today was a bad performance, but I'm willing to just kind of wipe it away if they look better next week. Because, again, they had been looking much better the last few weeks. But, again, today was very disappointing. Eagles leading 7-0 over the Bills. They're still about... Wait, hold on. There was apparently a fight there during commercial break or some arguing. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, the Eagles still leading 7-0 over the Bills. Well, that's interesting. Jameis Winston escalating things there on the sideline. Well, that's interesting. No flags. Was Matt Canada calling to plays today? Yep, he was. Fire Canada. That's what you need to do. 1st and 10 for the Giants. They're at the 35 as Dart lifts the leg. Takes the snap and hands it off up the gut, crossing the 35, and is going to be brought down at the 32-yard line for a gain of 3. That was Tracy on the carry. Lamar Jackson has a case of I'm hurt. Did you see the hamstring in the beginning of the year? It looks very suspect. Yeah, no, he's also very much injury prone and definitely not 100%. 2nd and 7, they're at the 32. As Dart lifts the leg, takes the snap and hands it off. This is Tracy bouncing it outside and then is brought down at the 30-yard line for a gain of 2, and the Raiders will take their second timeout. Beef packages. Are you talking about the fight? Yeah. Buffaloes are better in the snow than the rain. Well, that's just unfortunate then for the Bills. Let's go Giants. You can do it. True Raider, appreciate you, man, for tuning in. Secondary Pittsburgh is clicking. They even shut down Jamar Chase. Oh, yeah, no, they're much better, but the run defense of Pittsburgh has been pretty terrible. 2 Eagles hurt, gone to commercials. Oof, indeed. So it looks like there's actually a Raider down on that timeout. So that was Butler. He's shaking up there for the Raiders. If you want only 2 games, you should not be fighting. Yeah, I mean, maybe they're just saving it all for this game. All the fight they had was for this one. Yeah, I don't know. That is a good point. So there, let's see what happened. Yeah, I don't really know what happened there. Butler getting pushed and I don't know. I guess something just must have. I don't know. It's kind of odd. And then he gets on a knee. Yeah, he was just pushed, and then nothing really happened. Then he just gets on a knee. Derrick Henry's been destroying. Could be. Could be. You thought the toilet bowl would have so much beef? Yep. Lots of beef here. 3rd and 5. As Dart is in the shotgun. Trips the right to one receiver to the left. They need to get to the 25 for a brand new set of downs. As Dart looking at the defense. Looking around. Lifting the leg, taking the snap. Drops back, looking over the middle. Dart dumps it off, caught at the 30. And he's going to be smacked just shy of the... Wow, they're going to give him the first down. Oh, it didn't look like he got it. Looked like he was going to be about a half yard short. That's close. You can see where the ball is on the angle it's slanted. Yeah, you can, for sure. And it looks like they will review it because, yeah, that was very close. If I'm the Giants, I'm taking calls for the number 2 pick and getting some decent draft capital for 26-27. That's probably what they'll do. Your Eagles are winning. Nice. Bills interfered with the punt recovery. Bill interfered with the punt recovery. I'm not following there. Eagles again up 7-0. That's still 10 minutes to go in the second quarter. Review there, I guess. There's a review here. There's a review everywhere. So it looks like they're going to cut away another opportunity to slow this game down, as this game has been moving pretty fast, but it's going to slow down here in the final 2 minutes of this thrilling 14-3 game between two teams that are battling for the number 1 pick. They're also battling each other on the field and on the sidelines. That's great. I somewhat regret the decision, but hey, you know what? You gotta. The Bills, he's talking about. They got the flag. I gotcha. Man. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in, though. I really do. Again, I know the game is not exactly going how I had hoped. But what can you do? But yeah, again, feel free to chat down below. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. And of course, feel free to vote in the poll right now. 53% of you guys have the Giants having the number 1 pick this year. Sports entertainment. You know it. Are you not entertained? I'm definitely not. Do you think the Colts will sign Daniel Jones? I say no. Yeah, it'll be very interesting with the injury, man. I think he will probably go to free agency, and he'll probably test. He'll test free agency. Bills punt. Guy on the kicking team ran into man before he had a chance to catch it. Ah, I see. Well, there you go. Hopefully tonight's game is just more intense. That's what we can hope for. Looks like they're going to overturn it. So, yeah, I thought it was kind of questionable on the call. But, yeah, so 14-3. We're returning to coverage here. It's going to be 4th and 1. 4th and inches. They didn't check with us. They have, okay, again, Trent Green saying that's the best angle. So pretty much they showed the angle from the other side. He said that's a terrible angle. Then they showed the angle from the near side. And he's saying it's a great angle. Again, it's like it's all about perspective there. I think Trent Green trying to save face. But yeah, it's going to be 4th and inches. Anyway, whatever. Hope the Bills beat the Patriots in the playoffs. Ooh. I mean, it may happen. Eagles got the first down. Barkley stopped for a loss. Slow to get up and limped off. Ooh, that's not good. 4th and 1 for the Giants as they need to get to the 25-yard line for a brand new set of downs. Dart is under center. Tight ends in tight. And Dart getting him to jump, but did they cross? I think it's a false start. Oh, they're going to say it's a neutral zone infraction. Again, that's stupid. That's the dumbest thing in the world. I still think it is. It's one of the dumbest things. A lot of dumb things now at the NFL. But if you cross and get back before the ball is snapped, there should not be... That's ridiculous. Unless you touch the guy, obviously. Then that's obviously encroachment. But that is a first down for the Giants. I hate that. I hope that goes away. Regardless, 1st and 10 for the Giants as they have a brand new set of downs at the 20. Seth hates the Bills. John Harbaugh heard all the backlash about blowing out the game last week. They just handed the ball to Henry and carried the ball to Moore. Yep. I mean, that's what you need to do. 1st and 10 at the 20 as Dart is in the shotgun. Trips to the right to one tight end in tight. As Dart drops back looking over the middle. He throws it down the left side. It is out of bounds, incomplete. Pass intended for Tracy. He walked out. He's back in the game. Okay. Giants need to embrace the tank. They are not. Barkley back in. Good news for Eagles. Barkley returns 2 plays later. You guys are all reporting that one. There we go. 2nd and 10 at the 20 as Dart is in the shotgun. Trips to the right to one receiver to the left. I guess it must be a slow day if that's what everyone's saying. 2nd and 10. Dart drops back looking, throws on the middle. It is caught at the 16. Wandale at the 15, cutting inside, diving forward across the 10-yard line. That is a first down for the Giants. 30 seconds and counting, by the way. I don't know if they'll slow it down or not. Again, they're at the 10, so there's a timeout, Giants. So still plenty of time, 32 seconds. They're at the 10. I probably would have let more time tick off, honestly. Please find a way to get those addresses. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. I'll figure it out. Figure it out here. Wandale, by the way, 9 catches, 90 yards. I mean, that is very good. Wow, G-Men. Yep, they are... looking pretty good. It's getting cold over here. I might have to put on a blanket. It's going to be just a chill day for me. Literally a chill day. 1st and goal as Dart is in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. Sending a man in motion as Dart drops back looking, throws. It is incomplete. He was under heavy duress there. Pass intended for Isaiah Hodgins. Unable to connect there. 2nd and goal coming up. Wandale could be the shortest player with 1,000-yard receiving. Oh, wow. Where's he at? Let's see where he's at here. We got some time. He's at 901 yards. I don't know if that's live or not. Yeah, I don't know if that's live or not, but yeah, that's... He's approaching it. 2nd and goal as Dart steps up in the pocket, looking to his left, moving to his left, throws to the end zone. Incomplete. He was aiming there for Slayton on Slayton there, the target. White and Porter on the coverage. I got Giants money line and Goddard for 1 touchdown and 2 touchdowns. Oh wow! Grab your Steelers jersey behind you. No, it's okay. It can stay there. Good coverage there by the defender, knocking it away from Slayton. So 3rd and goal for the Giants. They're at the 9. And I know it'd be seeming like it's a little too early, but a touchdown here seems like the game would be over. As Dart drops back, he's looking, swings down the flat, caught by Tracy. Tracy, though, is tackled for a loss in the backfield. As the Giants will let this tick down to about 3 seconds before they'll take their second timeout. And there it is with 2 seconds. They will take the timeout. Joel Adams, the injured Raider. I got a blanket behind me. We're just going to go with the blanket today. You're going to be a chill stream. That's pretty much how I feel about this game. Just be chill. It's kind of like the Penn State Clemson one. There we go. It's a Steelers blanket, of course. Just hanging out. So timeout Las Vegas because of the injury, I guess. Jamal Adams already on the sideline. This is Ben Sauls. He is a... Hold on. Ben Sauls, the first... Wait. Hold on. So he's the... I don't know. I heard something about Ben Sauls being compared to Sebastian Janikowski. Didn't quite understand it. But yeah, Ben Sauls, I believe he's from Pitt as well. Traditional 67-day in Northeast Ohio. Wow. Eagles by 10. Are they up by 10, really? So this will be a 32-yard attempt from the right hash as we're just waiting for Sauls to get it going here. As we're just, again, waiting here. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is right down the middle. It is good. Giants 17, Raiders 3. And that is the end of the first half. Giants leading by 2 scores. And most likely, again, if this result holds, the Raiders will have the #1 pick in the NFL draft. So there you go. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in, as this game has just been something else. Not really much happening here. Again, there's some scores, but again, the game has just been kind of choppy. And yeah, it's really disappointing, I guess. But I guess what can you expect from two teams that are 2-13, the #1 pick bowl? Again, we'll go ahead and look at what's happening there. You guys said that it's Eagles 10, Buffalo nothing. Again, if the Bills lose, then the Patriots clinch the AFC East. And I don't know if I'm assuming the Bills would fall as well. Again, they were at 6, I believe, when they entered this week. I feel like they would drop. I don't know if they would stay at 5. I don't think they would, but I could be wrong. Of course, those are your playoff matches. If or matchups, if the season ended today, of course the Patriots are ended right now, I should say. Patriots would face the Chargers, Texans, Jaguars, Bills, Steelers. Oh, my goodness. And then the Packers, Bears, Rams, Eagles, 49ers, Panthers. Not terrible matchups, really, by any means. But, I don't know, that Steelers-Bills matchup does not look ideal. Doesn't look ideal. Yeah, I figure the Bills will drop back behind Houston. Houston 9-2 in conference. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they would drop or not. One of the games of all time, it is. Hope the 49ers-Bears game is better than both the games on now. Me too. Me too. It's definitely rough. But that's, again, I took a risk. And it's not really paying off. And that's okay. That is okay. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, I'll be doing Bills and the 49ers for Sunday night. Hopefully I get some food in between then. I get to eat all day, but I will survive. Let's see how Rhino's doing. Rhino doing Eagles and the... Hold on, let me refresh this. I don't know if that... It says CeeLo's on. Okay, yeah, that was inaccurate. Grossi, he's doing Eagles-Bills. Yeah, it's a big game. Football Nation doing Eagles-Bills. Thomas Fitzpatrick doing Eagles-Bills. Everyone's doing Eagles-Bills. Good stuff, Thomas. It's got 35 people in there. And I, of course, doing Giants and the Raiders. I'm being the different guy. Eagles-Bills game not any better, yeah. But at least, there's playoff positioning on the line, I guess. But, yeah, it doesn't seem like it is. Doesn't seem like it is. So, again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I can, so feel free to interact. And, yeah, that was Dallas Goedert there with the catch, by the way. I was just confirmed that now. And they're showing off Browns, Steelers here, of course, again. Touchdown pass to Fannin. Of course, Fannin would injure himself on the play. But Rodgers throwing it back over the end zone, just unable to make it happen. As the Browns, again, upsetting Pittsburgh 13-6. Patriots and the Jets, as they'll show Drake May here rolling to his right, throwing to the end zone. It would be caught for a touchdown. That'd be the last score of the game for the Patriots, as they were up 42-3 at that point in the third quarter. They would win 42-10. Jaguars and the Colts. Rivers dropping back, just throws it. It's picked off. Picked off at the 30, stumbling down at the 20. The Jaguars would settle for 3. And then they would kick another field goal, winning 23-17 over the Colts. As we're showing Darnold here. Play action, rolling to his right, throws. It's caught at the 15, the 10, cuts inside the 5. And there we go, a touchdown for Seattle, where they would win 27-10 over the Panthers. Buccaneers, Dolphins here. Ewers drops back to pass. He's looking. He's throwing. It is caught at the 40, the 30, 20. And that would be a touchdown for the Dolphins, as they would upset the Buccaneers. 20-17. Let's see here. Tough game today, Doc. Yes, Denny, it was very brutal, very depressing. And just like this Giants-Raiders game, very depressing. But what can you do? What can you do? Maybe next year, right? Maybe next week. Again, it's not over. It's not over, but you have a feeling that the Steelers are trending in a direction where they will once again be blown out in the first round of the playoffs. We'll once again run it back with Tomlin, thinking for some reason that this next year will be better. And same result. So, yeah. It's rough. The Bills are going to let me down. Should have went with my gut in that game. Yeah, I think I picked the Bills. Still not sold on Darnold. I can't explain why. A lot of people aren't sold on Darnold. I guess you got to prove it, when it comes to Darnold and the, just quarterbacks that have won in the playoffs. You definitely want to see success there. So I'm 8-4 this week. That's not terrible. I was wrong on today. I was wrong on the Buccaneers, and I was wrong on the Steelers. I mean, again, I knew the Browns would win, but I was just delusional and picked the Steelers. Yep, so right now, currently having the Giants over the Raiders. Correct on that one. I picked the Bills over the Eagles, and of course, I have the 49ers beating the Bears tonight, and the Rams over the Falcons tomorrow. Darnold's a good young quarterback that has a chance to be great. Him not being on the Jets is a huge bonus for him. I don't know if he's young anymore. I think he's about 30. I think we're closing in on 30 years old. I'm actually curious here. Let me actually switch screens. You're only one game behind me now. Ooh, it's been a rough day then. Sam Darnold was drafted in 18. How old is he? He's 28. Okay. Well, he'll be 29 next year, yeah. But he's definitely, again, last year he looked pretty good. Looked much better last year. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. He definitely has improved. But yeah, you'd like to see playoff success. Again, you look at his playoff success, that's it. He only played one game, and he lost. So, and he did not look good in that one. So that's why you would be hesitant. There's no, I mean, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Let me actually check out my fantasy team. I'm actually kind of curious there. Let you guys see it right in front of your very eyes. We're just kind of waiting again for half to conclude. Anti-KFFL. This is one of my leagues. I'm in the championship right now. I'm up, but I don't know what the projection says. Who's played and who hasn't. I'm projected to win by 20. Would be great. Haven't won in this league since 2013. That was actually, again, some history here. I know it's not a big deal, but this is a rematch of the first championship game. I have not won since I've been back 3 times. I've lost lost three times, and 1-3 in the championship game. He's 0-1. So right now, looking pretty good. So there we go. We can hope for the best. Darnold only with 10 points, but he hasn't really had. Yeah, he had some rough ones. Allen, Gibbs, Burrow had 34. DK with 9. Fannin with 11. Juwan Johnson with 13. So he's really, honestly, not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. He has the kicker, Purdy, and then McCaffrey. And I have Robinson, Nakua, Pitts. Yeah, I'm liking my odds, but we'll see. And then there's another league I'm in, the Jaguar Gator League, where I made it in at 6-7, a number 11 seed, and it looks like I may win that one. So an 11 seed is going to win the Fantasy Football Championship in the JG9 League. Look at me go. So in the championship games, I am 2-0 this year. We're going to be at least 1-1. Look at me. Pretty good. All right, let's see what we got here. Nice. Yep. Oh, yeah. Aaron Glenn should be one and done, but Woody Johnson is a terrible owner. He is a terrible owner. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the one and done, but if you just know he's not the guy, kind of like the Jerron Mayo, then I totally understand it. But yeah, the Jets, that's pretty bad. Again, blown out today, 45-10. No bueno. 10-0 Eagles. Yep. Ravens have a 55% chance to make the playoffs. Steelers have a 45%. Yes, sir. Again, they project the Ravens to beat the Steelers. That's why it's essentially 50-50. But yeah, they're putting their own personal projections in there. Colts are eliminated. They are. Great job. Appreciate it, Yoda. Yeah, no, it's been good. It's been a long ride. And again, I named myself the anti-KFFL because I've had a lot of issues with the league. I've been pretty much the Al Davis of the league. Believe it or not, folks, many moons ago, and honestly, it's still somewhat today, not as much, but I was a very toxic individual. That's very toxic. I talked a lot of noise. And then, of course, when it came to this league, yeah, I mean, the commissioner would always change rules, and I was one of the few people that spoke out about that, and it's ridiculous. He'd alwaat put schedules that would have me facing the best teams twice, because we had at one point a division system where it was like 2 divisions of 6 teams, and I would always be stuck with the teams that were really good the previous year. It's like interesting. I'm always stuck with the good owners, and he would be in the softer one. It's like, okay. And which I eventually pushed for change where there's no divisions. So now it's just a, play whatever. Eventually people got on board with that. But yeah, no, it's been a whole right. But yeah, kind of interesting stuff there. We aren't getting better. Seems like there's no plan. Probably with the Jets. Yeah, speaking of the Jets, has there been updates on Mark Sanchez? I have not heard anything about that. He's fighting. Yeah, he's fighting delivery drivers. Crazy. Sanchez seems screwed. Seemed like a decent dude. Yeah, I don't know what he was doing. Just kind of crazy. We have a pretty good draft league night in catering service computers and girls. Okay, that's pretty neat. Like you said, seems like seems what don't know a lot. Oh yeah, you don't know about the the lives of the players. Yeah, for sure. You don't really know how they are. But yeah, seems like a decent guy, but maybe he had issues. So, but yeah, looks like we're working our way back here to Las Vegas for the conclusion of this game, this ever exciting game, 17-3, Giants leading over the Raiders. And of course, again, the loss, a loss by either team, would give them the number 1 pick. So that is pretty much what's on the line. We don't know who they are when the cameras go off. Exactly. Same here with me, You never know. Fielded in the end zone. It's going to be at the 5, the 10, 15, 20, And Lobby brought down at the 25-yard line. And that is where the Raiders will begin their drive. We would play the Bills in the playoffs. We? Who's we? Who are you talking about? We? Who's we there? I don't quite get it. I don't know. I don't know if the Bills will have the 5 or not. If they lose today, I don't know if they drop to the 6 or 7 or not. It'll be very interesting to see where they go. I think he got drunk and did something stupid. Yeah, it was just a whole weird thing, man. Just very weird. So there's an injured Giant down on the kick return there. Javon Holland, his 5th year in the NFL. He's being tended to. There are a lot of Giants players around him, too. Hopefully it's not too serious. Funny thing, Ty, it could happen. The Ravens. Oh, that's who he is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the Ravens would make the playoffs to begin with, so I couldn't tell you. What happened? The Ravens, Steelers tie. Steelers are in. I'll take a tie. The only time I'll take a tie is next week, Steelers-Ravens. So yeah, they're cutting away from commercial to commercial. Hopefully he's okay. Again, in the Philly-Buffalo game, it's still 10-0, and it looks like the Eagles are driving again. They're at the Buffalo 13. Unbelievable. Buffalo not showing up at home. That's kind of a shock. I mean, if the Eagles had lost that game, I mean, you're looking at people like questioning everything. Why is JJ not streaming today's game? Wonder if he's okay. He usually does the Eagles games. So that's interesting. Doc, be real. Derrick Henry is going to mop the floor with y'all just like last year's playoff game. Yep. Probably. But again, the Steelers already beat the Ravens, so, I'm not really concerned. If we beat you already, we can do it again. I'm not just going to throw in the towel just because of how teams look because of 1 week. I feel like, Harbaugh might throw in that rotation in again, or the offensive coordinator. Can I get Goddard for a second touchdown? It could. Could happen. Could happen again. They're driving. I did not, Yoda. I did not see Snoop catch it. No. Philly may get Hahn at the right time. Patriots clinch the deal with the Bills' loss. Y'all beat us off a fluke call. Again, Rodgers would have driven down the field. Very confident he would have done it. Very confident he would have driven down the field. For sure. Last game ever at Highmark Stadium, and they lay an egg like this. That is pretty sad. That is pretty sad. All right, Holland is going to be helped off the field there. He's going to go into the, or maybe not. Yeah, he's going into the blue tent. So there you go. 1st and 10 for the Raiders as they're at their own 24-yard line. As Smith, play action moving, throws to in the flat. It's gone at the 25, the 30, and pushed out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Gain of 13, and that is a Raiders first down. In the first half, the Giants had 208 yards, the Raiders with only 104. They also had a turnover. Giants doubling in first downs, 13-6. Third down conversions actually pretty equal, but only 5 rushing yards. 1st and 10 here for Smith. Under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. As Smith going to hand it off up the gut. This is Genty, and Genty brought down at the 37 as he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. We'll see the real kings of the terrible division. Yep. Steelers smacked the Ravens around first game. Garbage time. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not really. Obviously, yes, the Ravens looked pretty good last night. Steelers look pretty terrible today. I don't think that automatically means the Ravens are going to win next week. Going into Pittsburgh. Which, I don't know. I'd actually like to see. I don't know. I need to look that up. I need to look up when's the last time the Ravens wanted Pittsburgh, or at least Lamar wanted Pittsburgh. Probably 2019, if I had to guess. 1st and 15 as Smith is under center, and he stumbles, hands it off anyway, and is going to be brought down at the 34-yard line for a gain of a yard or so. Let's see here. Bills seem to like being down by 17 points or more than scoring like mad in fourth quarter. That's a good point, Tiffany. I see Miles Garrett doesn't have the record when it was a typical Browns game. Missed it, yep. Props to you for doing the Toy Bowl call. Yeah, there we go. I got you, Rick. This game, though, has lived up to expectation. It's been pretty bad. That's why I'm falling asleep here. 2nd and 13 as Smith drops back looking over the middle. He throws it into the turf, incomplete. Looking for Tucker there on the screen. There's a flag. It's a blowout this game, yeah. Have to remember Green Bay injured all over the defense. Yep, that is true. But again, Pittsburgh's run defense is pretty terrible. So again, a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is on the field. Ineligible player downfield offense. Penalty is declined. We'll make it 3rd and 13. So yeah, why is this a decision there to decline it? So 3rd and 13 coming up for the Raiders. As again, this has been a rough day for the Raiders. Actually pretty terrible. But still not over. Still got time. 3rd and 13. As Smith is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left to 1 to the right. As Smith drops back. He's looking. And down he goes. That's a sack. But there is a flag. So Smith shaking his head, but I think they're going to get another opportunity here as there is a penalty. And it's going to be against the Giants, so it'll be 3rd and 8. Trading 5-yard penalties there. Last time Ravens won in Pittsburgh was 19. That's what I thought. And you know who was that? Was that Ben Roethlisberger? No, it was not. That was the dynamic duo of Mason Rudolph and Duck Hodges. So I'm not necessarily as worried as you would think. Concerned, yes. But am I saying it's going to be a loss? No. 3rd and 8. They need to get to the 47 as Smith drops back. He's looking. Oh, and he's sacked anyway. Oh, the ball came out, picked up by a lineman, but they're going to say he was down. Brian Burns with the sack, and the Raiders will have to punt. A loss of 13. Lamar has never won in Pittsburgh. He is not. That's what I thought. 0-16 Lions could beat the Raiders team. I mean, it would be a dogfight. No, I mean, you're not wrong. You think I'm better than the Raiders? It would be a close game, Andy. If you took on the Raiders single-handedly, I think it'd be a toss-up. As there is the punt. 10, 20, 30, 40. Nice punt. Fielded at the 13. It's at the 15, 20. Oh, and he takes a big whack at the 22-yard line. Oh, my goodness. Eichenberg just laying the smack down. No one celebrating with him, though. That's kind of lame. Gotta celebrate. That was a big hit. Did those jokers win in Las Vegas at home 2 or more? Are you talking about the... who are we talking about? I mean, they're both 2 and 13, if that's what you're asking. But the Raiders have won. They're 1 and 6. I don't know if you're talking about the wins at home. They're 1 and 6 at home. Giants have not won a road game all year. They're 0 and 8. Interesting. 0-16 Lions could beat the Jets also. Yeah. Jeez. Y'all remember when Tim Tebow won a playoff? No, we do not remember that, Timothy. I'll take Brock Bowers. Brock Bowers actually isn't playing today. They shut him down. They shut him and Max Crosby down. Again, Max Crosby leaving the facility. And I don't blame him. Again, if you want to play, you want to play. Absolutely terrible. I would demand a trade. I would. I would do it. I'm like, all right, you don't want me to play? Okay, I won't play for you ever again. That's what I would do. Which Crosby is better? Okay, I'll wait that one. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. Penguins Crosby or Raiders Crosby? Oh, yeah, Penguins Crosby for sure. Sidney Crosby. Sidney Crosby for sure. Eagles, by the way. leading 13-0 over the Bills at the half. So there you go. There you go. Eagles kind of... That's an upset there as well. And again, the Steelers upset. I can only think about the Steelers game. I'm just kind of still upset about it. Just very disappointed. Stafford and Tebow's graduating year together. Only Stafford still standing. Yeah, Stafford's definitely... Well, I don't know. Stafford came out in 2009. So, no, Tebow was 2010, I believe. They could beat us. Aaron Glenn is terrible. Oh, geez. He's a stud. He is. Max Crosby, future Chicago or Indiana Bear? The Indiana Bears, man. I don't like that. That sounds terrible. The Indiana Bears. Showing the Las Vegas city there. Actually looks pretty cool. The mountains in the background. So, Brian Burns now tied for 4th all-time with the Giants' single-season sack leaders, tied with Jason Pierre-Paul. That's pretty cool. Pretty good company there. 1st and 10 for the Giants. As Dart drops back looking, throws it over Mills, caught at the 35. And then Slayton's going to be brought down at the 38-yard line. Nice gain of 15, and that is a New York Giants first down. 0-16 season, my Lions were just wild. We had Dante Culpepper. Yep. Dante Culpepper. And of course, there's Orlovsky. I don't know if you guys had John Kitna or not. His 1st and 10, drops back looking, batted in the air, and it's caught. No, dropped by a lineman, incomplete. Well, that was kind of interesting there. 2nd and 10 coming. I guess the pass was intended to Wandale. I guess you have to pick somebody. Crosby looked good in the Bears jersey in 26. Why does everyone say that? Crosby going to the Bears? Like, no, I don't. I mean, there's 30 other teams out there. No Watt, no Metcalf, no Austin. They are hurting with all the players out. They are. He looked great in the Lions uniform. I don't know if I agree with that one either. 2nd and 10 at the 38 as Dart is in the shotgun, drops back. He's looking over the middle. Throws, caught at the 48 and tackled immediately. I don't know if they're going to give him the first down. They won't. Going to mark him down at the 47. Wandale Robinson with 106 yards on the day. Very impressive. Metcalf did it to himself. Yep. For sure. Is there a lawsuit, really? Oh, my goodness. 3rd and 1. They're at the 47 as he keeps it on the RPO. Dart at the 50, 45, and is pushed out of bounds at the 43-yard line. So a big run there, and that is a New York Giants first down as Dart points to a first down. I don't think he liked it that he was shoved there out of bounds. But a gain of 10 for Dart as the Giants move down the field. 0-16 Lions team, Calvin Johnson's rookie year. Maybe 07 or 08. I'd have to look that up. I'll look it up after this drive as he tosses here to Tracy. Tracy at the 40, 35, 30. Cutting inside at the 25. And he's ripped down at the 20-yard line. Huge run there. Gain of 23. And that is a New York Giants first down. Big run there. The best play of the day. Because the Bears have a same number and gematria. I'm not too sure what that means, really, to be honest with you. He'd look great in purple. I don't think so. As Dart drops back and shovel pass to the ground, incomplete. Unable to complete it there, but avoiding the sack. Was it Megatron second? Really? I didn't think he was drafted in 06 or 07. So yeah, no, he was drafted in 07. Yeah, I'm thinking about this right now. Yeah, Calvin. Yeah, drafted in 07. Yep. Yep. Oh, looks like his knee was down, so it is going to be a sack after all. They reviewed it. So there we go. We got a sack there for Kuntz. Confident me and the boys can beat the Raiders. Give us a couple of Red Bulls to blow out. Okay. Lions fan, top tier. This guy. Max is extremely loyal to the Raiders. He's not going anywhere. Well, he just left the building, so I don't know what to tell you. 2nd and 14 at the 25. As Dart drops back, looking over the middle. Dart moving to his left, stepping up in the pocket. He is running at the 20, 15, and runs out of bounds at the 8. And that is another first down for the Giants as Dart getting it done with the legs. Run of 17 yards. So it's on the chalkboard in school, like 1, B2, C3. Oh, okay, gotcha. Singletary going to run it again. Need him to get 3 more yards. He probably will. Caden, I don't know. I don't know when it will happen. 1st and goal at the 8 as Dart is in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. As Dart hands it off up the gut. This is Tracy. And Tracy not going to get much, maybe a yard at most. As it'll be 2nd and goal coming up for the Giants. Sad thing is the Raiders have a good team. They just need a few good pieces and shell out for a free agency quarterback. I don't know about a good team. They have some weapons, but they really need an O-line. O-line would make the difference for the Raiders. 2nd and goal at the 6 as Dart is in the pistol. Lifts the leg, takes snap, and hands it off. Up the gut. Singletary brought down at the 5. So that is a gain of a yard for Devin Singletary. So now 2 more yards there for Caden. So 3rd and goal coming up as they are at the 5. What's cracking? There's nothing happening, Reggio. But the Giants are, I guess, driving, looking to make it a 3-score game. As Dart will have it. 3rd and goal at the 5. He's in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. As Dart lifts the leg and takes snap, drops back, looking over the middle, throws it to the end zone. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Robinson. As the Giants will have to settle for 3. Run it to your running back. Well, they have 2. That's the problem there, Caden. This game is really terrible. How's losing to the Ravens feel, Doc? Felt all right. Feeling pretty good. I'd rather beat the Ravens anyway, to be honest with you. It means a little bit more. Here is Ben Sauls with a 23-yard attempt. As the snap to hold the kick, it is up. It is, he's just snuck it in there, but it is good. 20-3 is your score. 7:17 left to go in the 3rd quarter. They will step away. I, of course, will be here. Appreciate you, Caden, for subbing, man. That helps out a lot. Ben Johnson, Chicago, both 46. Remember the Bears won Super Bowl with 46 points with the 46 defense. Oh, okay. So you're seeing the connections there. What position would the Raiders take at 1? They would take quarterback for sure. Almost a 4K subs. Nice. Anyway, you going to celebrate that? I don't know. I'm way ahead where I thought I'd be, Caden, at this point. So no idea. Maybe I'll do a 30-second terrible resolution 4K special, holding the phone, being really stupid, and then post it, and then lose all my subscribers because of that. No, we won't do that. I don't know. Appreciate it, though, Caden. Thank you again. Let's go Giants. Raider pulling for the Giants. O-line players are going to go like hotcakes in this draft. Yeah, but they really need, again, you got to take quarterback. Not saying that's what would be the best thing, to be honest with you, but that's just what you do. I don't know. I'm telling you, fans, it's going to be the next. I've said that first, actually. Y'all are not beating the Ravens. I wonder what happened when they played last time. I wonder when's the last time Baltimore beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh playing a actual legit starting quarterback. I don't know. It's been a while. Giants are winning. They are. I know the Eagles would win. They are leading, but again, the Bills are known for comebacks. Giants are ruining the Jets' draft position. What about the rumor with Gruden coming back to the Raiders? I don't think he comes back to the Raiders. I would like to see Gruden come back to the NFL, though, for sure. Put Kenny back in. Why not? He can't be any worse. 13, 17, 1. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's more of an offensive line thing, but yeah, Geno's not looking great. They did sign Geno Smith, the 2-year deal. He could work as a bench quarterback to break him in. Yeah, oh, for sure. I think it would be great to have Mendoza sit, and learn, but I doubt that would happen. They just don't do that. Would take Caleb Downs over any quarterback if I had the first pick, or Ruben Bain. Look how bad Cam Ward turned out for the Titans. Well, yeah, that's, again, the Titans, of course. And, of course, again, he would be walking into a very similar situation with the Raiders with no offensive line. But yeah. It would be, yeah, Caleb Downs can be very good. I like Fannin a lot. Picked him up early on waivers. It worked out pretty well. He's really good. Yeah, Gruden. Yeah, I don't think Gruden's coming back to the Raiders. I think he'll come back to the NFL, but I don't think he's going back to the Raiders as that is going to be a touchback for the Raiders. They'll take it at their own 35. So we'll see what the Raiders can do here. Down by 3 scores now. Geno Smith coming on the field, and we'll see what he can do as he's doing the. I don't know what he was doing, actually. Max Crosby, a Pro Bowl selection for the Raiders. Brock Bowers as well. Both of them, of course, not playing today. And Brian Burns, the selection for the Giants. He is playing today. Jets would take Dion. Yeah, they would. Jets, yeah, it's rough. It's rough being a Jets fan. 1st and 10 at the 35 as Smith is in the shotgun. Play action, drops back, swings it out to Tucker. Oh, what a catch at the 30. He's at the 35, the 40, and ripped down at the 42-yard line. That is a gain of 7. Nice run, a catch and run there. 2nd and 3 coming up for the Raiders. Cam Ward isn't bad. The receivers are terrible, dropping wide open passes, and the offensive line is nowhere. Yeah, no, I think Cam Ward needs some more help. The Raiders have more skill position players that I would consider good than the Titans. Titans really don't have anybody. 2nd and 3 at the 42 as Smith is under center, sending a man in motion. As Smith hands it off up the gut. Genty at the 45. He's at the 50. And brought down at the 44-yard line. Nice run there by Ashton Genty. Gain of 14 as that is a Las Vegas Raiders first down. He's at 30 yards now on the game. Again, finally an open hole for Genty to run through. And, of course, he's still getting extra yards after contact. He is just very good. Mendoza learning how to blame Geno on everything. Yep, need to do it. Blame Geno for everything. As 1st and 10 at the 45. Coach Gruden incompetent? I don't think he was. I mean, he's pretty good. As Geno stumbling, hands it off to Genty, cutting inside and dropped at the 40-yard line for a gain of 4. I don't think Gruden was incompetent. No. There's just a lot of the whole thing that happened with the NFL and the scandal or whatever. He took the Giants live minus 13. We'll see what happens. Dr. Lay, if you could add Bowers or Crosby tomorrow to the Steelers, who you taking? Crosby. Well, yeah, Crosby. You have too many tight ends. But we don't really need either, honestly. I'm fine with our tight ends. I'm fine with our edge. As he hands it off to Genty. Genty is going to be brought down at the 39-yard line. Yeah, I don't think we really need any of those guys, to be honest with you. It wouldn't really move the needle at all. Too early to evaluate, yeah. See if I have tight ends that need pass rush. Well, I don't know. I kind of disagree. I think we have good edge rushers there. TJ's obviously getting older, but we have Highsmith as he hands it off to Genty, and Genty just sees a bunch of white jerseys dropped in the backfield for a loss of 1. Running the ball right up the middle on 3rd and 5. That didn't work out. It'll be 4th and 6. But yeah, no, we have Highsmith, we have Herbig, we have Jack Sawyer, and that's without TJ Watt, man. I feel we're really good on the edge. We're fine. 4th and 6, they're going to go for it. Mine as well as Geno jumps back, throws over the middle. It's caught at the 30. Meyer at the 25, brought down at the 21-yard line. Gain of 19, and that is a Raiders first down. Let's see here, but slightly more valuable. Ward is definitely better than the guys like Shador. He's better. I would say, yeah, for sure. He's better than both the Browns quarterbacks. Raiders touchdown. We'll see. Fannin re-aggravated his groin. Yes. Yes, he did on that touchdown. Again, Shador threw a wobbler that was underthrown. Fannin made a great adjustment, but then he, pulled his groin in the process. So Shador injured his star tight end today. Injured Giant there, and that is Abdul Carter. But he is off the field and looking okay for the moment. 1st and 10 for the Raiders as Geno drops back looking over the middle. Throws it to the end zone. Incomplete. Pass intended for Thornton. Unable to connect there. 3:53 left to go, by the way, in the third quarter. Jenny's going to be a monster. Yes, he will. He's really good. There's nobody else on the Raiders. Yeah, I guess we don't really need anybody for the Raiders. Because they don't have a good O-line. Yeah, they have nothing. Shore's not good. Yep. Geez, what a stinker. It is a stinker. Genty will be an upgrade at running back. I'm fine with our dynamic duo, really, as he hands it off to Genty. And Genty lost a few yards there in the backfield again. The O-line just caving. A loss of 1. You got to feel for Genty, man. Oh my gosh, 3rd and 11 coming up for the Raiders. Sign a deal with the Raiders. I don't know. I still think, I don't know. I think his love for football is pretty big, and the fact that they shut him down, he left the building. He's not going to report the rest of the year. I think that's a message. I think that's a huge message. 3rd and 11, they need to get to the 11 for a brand new set of downs as Geno Smith is in the shotgun, drops back, looking over the middle, throws, caught across the 20, spinning around and brought down at the 14-yard line. That is Michael Meyer there with or is it Mayer, I guess. And it'll be 4th and 3 coming up. They have to go for it. 4th and 3. They definitely need. Caleb Downs will pretty much be bringing back the Soul Patrol. I wouldn't know that. Wouldn't know there, the Soul Patrol. 4th and 3. They need to get to the 11 for a brand new set of downs. As Smith drops back, looking over the middle, moving to his right. Heavy pressure. Smith got time, throws, caught at the 8. And he's brought down at the 6. Gain of 7, and that is a Las Vegas Raiders first down. Yeah, he did beat the Steelers today. Beat them. He tried to give the Steelers to win with the 2 picks, but the Steelers didn't want it. Carter had a rough year. Yeah, he did. He has had a rough year for sure. And they need speed on the outside. Hey, we need some receivers. But I don't know. I wouldn't say the Raiders receivers are great. 12 players. Defense. That'll be half the distance. So again, 1st and goal as they are at the Giants 3. Bills fail the first drive after halftime. They punt. Oof. Eagles are shutting the Bills down. Yep. Jackson Powers Johnson is a beast on the O-line. Yeah, he's pretty good. But again, I feel like, I don't know. Again, our problem is O-line, but I feel like we have some solid, I don't know. It's really weird with the Steelers, man. It's a complicated situation with the Steelers as Geno's going to hand it to Genty. Genty trying to find something, but all he's found are more white jerseys dropped in the backfield for a loss of 2. Genty, again, it's just been a rough day. 31 yards on 13 carries. Never going to be a good running game there. Good at receiving, but you need a guy that can get 4 to 5 yards up the gut. I don't know. They can every now and then as Geno's going to take it up the gut and gets 2. Making it 3rd and goal. Actually going to say only 1 there. 1 minute to go, by the way, in the third quarter. 20-3 is your score. As, again, the loser of this game, of course, gets the number 1 pick. And it's looking like the Raiders. Just live bet Genty touchdown. Oh, my gosh. Good luck. Raiders version of the steel curtain. Okay, interesting. As Gino throws to the flat, it's bad at the line, incomplete. Oh my goodness. And the Raiders will have to most likely, I don't know if they'll kick a field goal here. Would make it a 2-score game. Oh my gosh, the Raiders have just been bad. Draven, how's it going? Ewers time. He had a good day today. And the Raiders are going to go for it on 4th and goal. They're 3 for 3 today. We'll see what they do here. Geno Smith in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. As he sends a man in motion, he drops back. Smith looking. Heavy pressure, steps up, throws it to the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas Raiders. Tyler Lockett with the catch. Locking up the ball and finding the end zone. 20-9 is your score. As the Raiders do make this a 2-score game. Steelers in your fantasy team missed DK today. That is tough. Tyler Lockett over the middle. So, hey, maybe we got something here. That was Tyler Lockett's 62nd career receiving touchdown. Not too shabby. The extra point is up. The extra point is good. 20-10 is your score. 31 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Forced myself to be a Ewers fan. I was just tired of 2, and now I'm rooting for the Ewers. Okay. Jeez. Well, I guess it happens there, Draven. Number 17 in week 17. Yep, Tyler Lockett. Knew it. Yeah, that is... What the heck? That was a weird commercial. The old geezer recorder ordered all the players on the Raiders to shut down no play. They need this loss. Well, I know that, but it didn't make some of them happy. Currently rage baiting a Texans fan. This guy. What the heck? Picking on a Texans fan for. They've never really seen much. They've never seen the AFC Championship game. Man, that is rough. That is rough. All right, let's see what's happening there in Buffalo. As it looks like the Eagles leading 13-0 over the Bills with 12 minutes to go in the third quarter. The Eagles shutting out the Bills, but again, the Bills have done some fourth quarter heroics this year. So you can't really say this one that it's over. Remember Lockett at Kansas State. Oh, wow. Yeah, I do not remember him in college. Didn't really watch much college back then. Have you on my phone and Grossi on my TV. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. Hey, man, the views help. It does. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I can as I call the game. Kind of more of a chill broadcast here, not necessarily, again, with the radio. I mean, I'm kind of doing the radio style, but it's not really a, I don't know, it's just not a game that I thought it would be a better game, I'll be honest. I don't know why. They're both 2-13 delay. I know. I thought there'd just be a little bit more intensity. Maybe the Raiders make it interesting, though, down the stretch. But, yeah, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Helps out the channel. Again, if everyone were to subscribe right now, we would hit 4,000 subscribers. So, again, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for your support as we're closing in on 4K. Raiders haven't done anything since they got blown out in Super Bowl by the Bucs. They did. Just like my college girlfriend, you can't never say it's really over this guy. I just need 10 more points. 10 more points. I guess for the over. And I'm cold, so I'm putting the blanket on here. And I'm just chilling. 14 plays, 65 yards. Not a bad drive. Not a bad drive there for the Raiders. So a 10-point lead. So there is the kickoff, and he will field it at the 5. He's at the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's at the 40, the 45, the 30, the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, New York Giants. Well, he just took it the distance, folks. Deontay Banks Wow, that was a quick response. And that's got to be deflating for the Raiders. Oh, my goodness. He went the whole distance there, 96 yards. 95 yards, pardon me. Banks with good field, reversing field, and just taking it down the left sideline. No one. Well, Porter there at the end kind of had a chance, but just unable to get them get to him in time. There was a flag, of course. So I don't know what the flag's all about. Maybe an excessive celebration. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Boo. Yeah, Mike doesn't like it. Doesn't like it. Again, I'm sure there are some Giants fans that like it, and, of course, some Raiders fans that like it. Again, there's a flag. We're waiting to see what happened here. This is a huge conversation. This is taking forever. Unsportsmanlike. Non-player on the field offense. Oh, wow. So a coach or somebody went on the field. Wow. Oh, yeah. See him. There's a guy in the hoodie. What the heck? There's a guy in a hoodie that was on the Giants sideline that just started celebrating with the guy. So what the heck? I'd be like, yeah, go to the locker room. You're good. This is a 47-yard extra point. It is up. It is good. 27-10 is your score. Giants responding pretty quickly. As, again, Deontay Banks took it the distance, took it to the bank. So we'll just wait again for the conclusion of this third quarter. If you got a retro Steelers blanket, you could look like a giant bumblebee, just saying. I don't think, no, it's not a retro one. It's just a, I don't know. Of course, it's inverse colors here. It's like yellow and black on this side, black and yellow on the other side. It's an old blanket, though. It's older, I should say. I wouldn't say old, but older. Goku pulling for the Eagles. Raiders are Jets bad. Yeah, maybe so. Let's see here. Well, I missed a lot, apparently. It just updated. What the heck? You don't like the new kickoff rules? I agree with you. These are the current member emotes. Yep, they are. Both these teams are on long losing streaks. Yeah. They are, again, it's just been a rough year for both teams. Giants beat the Eagles and went right down the drain. They did. Chris pulling for the Packers. Yep. It's rough. Rough being a Packers fan right now. Rough being a Steelers fan. Field in the end zone, and it's going to take a knee. So they will have it at the 35. He thought about going out of the... But then he took a knee there. Again, I apologize. I'm just kind of checked out. My bad. I feel bad. Definitely not my best performance here. Nice warm blanket. Yes, it is. It's kind of cold over here. Kind of cold. So 1st and 10 for the Raiders. As, again, they just went down the field and scored. Took a while to do so. And, of course, the Giants answering right back. That's got to be a little deflating. But we'll see how they respond. As Smith is under center, trips to the right to one receiver to the left. As Smith takes snap and drops back. Play action, swings it out. It's caught by Tucker. He's at the 30, cuts inside at the 35. He's at the 40 and brought down at the 45-yard line. Nice catch and run. And that'll be a first down for the Raiders. And that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. Giants leading 27-10 in the number 1 pick bowl. Giants will be forfeiting it. You win this game, you don't win the bowl. I don't make the rules. Jackson Dart needs to get rid of his sister's faux diamond necklace. What in the world? I didn't even know about that. A bit of wintry mix for the Bills game. Interesting. Yeah, I might try to catch the end of that there at the conclusion of this game. I'll just... relax and watch some football, which hopefully it's a close game. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it is. Right now, again, 13-0 Eagles leading over the Bills. As, yeah, it's just been a mess. It's been a... Yeah, we're treated to pretty bad games here in the second window. Again, only 2 games, and this is kind of the issue with why the schedule was so bad this week. Only 2 games. If both of them are bad, then you're stuck with nothing. I mean, could have moved any of those games to the afternoon window. Just didn't make any sense. But, oh well. Can't believe the Bills can't score on the Eagles. They have one of the best offenses. Yep, it happens. Jaime spamming footballs. Appreciate you, Jaime, for tuning in. There's still 8 minutes left in the third quarter of the Bills game. Very long game. Well, they started 20 minutes after this one, but yeah. Giants are so bad they can't even lose to win. Yeah. Jackson Dart wears his sister's necklace. I saw an interview with him. People keep asking him why he wears a girl's necklace. Really? That's kind of interesting. I definitely wouldn't do that. Unless, of course, it's like, I don't know, it's supposed to be good luck. That'd be the only thing I could think of. Like, hey, it's like she wants me to wear it. So, I don't know. Though, I don't know. I kind of just, I don't know. If I don't want to do something, I wouldn't want to do something. Even if my sister asked me to wear something, I wouldn't wear it. Bills need to run the ball more. Yeah, I wouldn't know. I haven't been watching, but let's see. Actually, I'm kind of curious on how that game's went. So we have James Cook 12 for 52, 15 carries. They're kind of keeping it balanced. 15 carries there for the Bills, 16 passes. The Eagles have 19 carries. All right, 1st and 10 for the Raiders as they're at the 45, their own 45. As Geno drops back, he's looking over the middle, and he's going down. That's a sack. Just kind of came out of nowhere. Darius Alexander getting a sack, a 9-yard loss on the play. Bills fans are now yelling injury at Eagles. Oh, wow, that's great. Yeah, Bills fans can be, I mean, again, just everybody. Of course, every fan base has some fans that are just nasty. 2nd and 19 as they're at the 36. Geno is going to hand it off to Genti on the delay, and he's going to be brought down across the 40 at the 42-yard line. Gain of 6. A delay on Dr. Delay. Maybe like she passed away or beat. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't know. I'm sure there's a reason. Let's hope that let's hope that is all he's wearing. I'm not sure, James. I don't know if you finished there. 3rd and 13. They need to get to the 45 for a brand new set of downs as Geno sends a man in motion. That is Lockett. As Geno drops back, looking over the middle, throws, caught at the 50, and Mayer fighting for the first down. Did he get there? He did. First down, Raiders. Gain of 13. That was very impressive by Mayer. He was contacted a few yards shy, but just kept moving forward. Eagles are kicking the Bills' butt. Yep. So Geno takes a snap, swings it out to Mayer. Mayer, he's at the 45 and brought down at the 42 for a gain of 3. I'm going to say 4. Here the game he could have done was pretty bad. Yep. He actually stole the necklace from her. She wasn't happy about it, allegedly. What the heck? If that's actually true, that's pretty crazy, HW. I don't know. I'd have to look into that. Trubisky's warming up this guy. I don't think so. I doubt he's warming. 2nd and 6 as Geno drops back. He floats it down the right side. It is incomplete. Devo on the coverage. Jackson, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd and 6 for the Raiders. What's up, buddy? How are you doing today? Good to see you as always. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. I'm just hanging out. This game, apparently either one I would have went with would have been a pretty drag of a game, a drag of a performance by either one. But oh well, they need to get to the 35 for a brain instead of downs. They're at the 41 as Gino awaits the snap in the gun. Takes the snap, drops back, looking over to his right. Now over the middle, throws. It is picked off! Picked off at the 30. He's at the 35, the 40, the 50, and is going to be tackled across the 40-yard line. That is a huge play there, and that may just be the killer. As Geno is down. Geno Smith is down. There is a flag. Geno has his helmet off. Oh, man. I believe that is Belton with the pick. Geno reliving his Jets days. Yep. You're sweating right now. 46.5 or under. Oh, man. Personal foul. During the return. Illegal blindside block. I wonder if I'm assuming Smith was hurt. It was hit on the... Oh, come on. That is not really a blind. You can hear Trent Green. He kind of laughed. He's like, there's no way. That is not a blindside block. That's just a shove. That was pretty weak. But anyway, it's going to be Giants ball anyway. They have a different dad. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I want to really keep talking about this dart necklace. It gets a little weirder after every turn. So, yeah, I don't think I'll address anymore with the necklace. That's kind of weird. This game is better. At least they're scoring. The other game has been a bunch of punts. That's fair. Blame Geno. Yeah, he took a shot there. Geno's been taking a beating all season. Play Pickett. Kenny Pickett is warming up. He better be. Geno might not be playing. He might be done the rest of the day. Raiders going to come back. We'll see, Mike. Pickett has a Super Bowl ring. He does. He does indeed. That's Super Bowl champion Kenny Pickett. To you, sir. All right, again, in the other game, it is 13-0. So, yeah. What a great afternoon for the NFL. Again, hopefully they learn from their lesson and always have 3 games. A minimum, you always want a minimum of 3 games. I prefer 4. I think 4 games in the afternoon slate would be beneficial to everybody, but what do I know? I'm just a longtime fan. Devonta Smith slow to get up. Oof. Smith will be okay. Or maybe, I don't know. Dart is... Okay, I'm not... Okay. All right. Smith is a little beat up. Jeez. Oh, jeez. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. Probably going to be about 90% of the comments now. But again, I do appreciate you guys for tuning in. And again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure again to like and subscribe. Helps out the channel a lot. We're closing in on 4,000 subscribers. So if everyone were to subscribe right now, we would hit 4,000. So again, thank you again for tuning in. Smith is a little beat up too. He might need a break. Yeah. You want the Jets to trade for Burrow. I don't think that'll happen. What do you think the score will be? I don't know. I could see it going over, to be honest with you, man. I really do. Smith is indeed going to the locker room. So we might see another quarterback for the Raiders. It may be Kenny. As Dart's going to be in the shotgun. Trips left, 2 receivers to the right. As they have it at their own 25. Again, due to the penalty. As Dart drops back, looking over the middle. He throws, caught at the 27. He's at the 30, spinning around and tripped up at the 31-yard line. Gain of 7. That is Wandale. His 11th catch of the day, 113 yards. Have a day, Wandale. Kenny Pickett will be coming in probably. Didn't the Steelers waste a draft pick on Pittsburgh? Oh, waste a pick. Yeah, I mean, it's... I hate to say that. Kenny Pickett with his hat on, looking down at the tablet. So second and 3. They're at the 32. as Dart is in the shotgun. He takes the snap and hands it off up the gut, and he will get maybe a yard at best. Kevin Harlan just copied me. So 3rd and 2 coming up for the Giants. Yeah, it was definitely rough there for Kenny. He had no chance in Pittsburgh. It was rough. Rough for him going to a defensive-minded head coach with no real offensive coordinator. It was just not going to happen. 3rd and 2 as Dart drops back, looking over the middle. He steps up. Dart throws, caught across 35. He's at the 40. He's at the 45, the 50, and ripped down at the 47-yard line. That is a first down for the Giants, a gain of 19 for Gunnar Olszewski, making his first catch of the day. Big Raiders comeback underway. Don't know how that's possible considering the Giants have the ball at the moment. But that will be, again, a first down for the Giants as they're in Raiders territory at the 48. As Dart lifts the leg, takes the snap and hands it off up the middle. He is going to be brought down at the 45-yard line for a gain of 3. Let's see. Guess what, Dr. DeLay? I am definitely going to win, I think, in my data as a fantasy league. I am the Super Bowl. That's good stuff. This game's over? Yes. Yes, it is. Flag? No. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Giants. They're at the 44 as Dart is in the shotgun. He takes snap, drops back, looking over the middle. He dumps it off in the flat, caught at the 45, cuts inside the 40, and then is smacked by a Landon Roberts for a gain of 4. Landon Roberts, the former Steeler, did pretty good with the Steelers. We let him go because I have no idea, actually. I have no idea. He was doing really good with us. 3rd and 2 coming up for the Giants. Couple of yards, keeps the ball with them, and of course letting him chew the clock, which is essentially what they're doing at this point. In the shotgun, trips left to one receiver to the right, sending a man in motion as Dart is going to toss it down the right side, cuts in. He's got the first down as he's brought down at the 36-yard line. That's a brand new set of downs for the New York Giants. Nine minutes and counting here in this one, as this one will be over quite quickly, to be honest with you. Jeez. Sad to see so many Bears players out with the flu tonight. Are they really? Jeez. That's kind of huge. 1st and 10 at the 36 as Dart will hand it off up the middle. He will be brought down at the 35-yard line, just a yard. That was Tracy on the carry. Current draft order: Giants at 1, Raiders at 2, Jets 3, Titans 4, Cardinals 5. So, hold on. So, the number 1 pick overall probability, if the Giants lost, they would have a 100% chance to get the number 1 pick. If the Raiders lose, apparently it's not 100%. As Dart drops back, he's stepping up, moving to his left. Dart dancing around, slipping, throwing. It is incomplete. Dart was just running around. There's really no one chasing him. I don't know. I mean, yeah, they had pressure. That was interesting. I mean, I don't know. That was odd. But 3rd and 9 coming up for Dart. Is Williams out? I doubt he is. What pick? Tonight? What pick? Are you talking about? I'm talking about the draft order. So apparently, though, if the Raiders do lose tonight, they won't clinch the first overall pick, but they will have 85% chance to do so. Again, if they lose next week, if they lose out, then they would. Bears are missing 2 receivers. Oh, wow. As Dart drops back, 3rd and 9. It's going to be a screen caught by Singletary at the 40. He's at the 30, 25, and runs out of bounds at the 23-yard line. Catch and run for 12 yards, and that is a Giants first down. Line is still only 3.5, so Bears have a chance. A little bit of a showboat, yeah. There's a flag here. Again, this may be against the Giants. Dart dances because he's wearing this guy. Yeah. Over or under? Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how the game's going to be played. You just never know, man. No foul, apparently, for the Giants. So, all right. First down for the Giants is hopefully we can get this clock moving. Just run the ball. Yeah, well, screen is, essentially an extension of the run game there. But, yeah, that's essentially all they need to do. Just, at this point, yeah, we just would like to go and, relax until Sunday Night Football. Another touchdown, go the overtone. Oh, wow. Who are the Bears missing? Adonze and who? Yeah, I wouldn't know. 1st and 10 at the 23 as Dart is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. As Dart is going to hand it off to Singletary as he cuts inside and is going to be gobbled up at the 22-yard line for a gain of a yard. So anyone know when the next week's schedule will be available? Probably after, again, usually they announce some of it during Sunday Night Football. But they may wait till tomorrow. It just depends. But usually they'll get a good amount of it during Sunday night. I wonder if Pete Carroll is going to be coaching the Raiders next season. He should have stayed at home. He really should have. I thought it was a good hire, but clearly he's not the leader he was. 2nd and 9 as the Giants at the 22. It's going to hand it off up the middle, and he's being pushed backwards, and then is going to fight forward for maybe a half yard. And now there's some more pushing and shoving as the Giants and the Raiders again getting involved. Both teams 2 and 13. They clearly don't like each other for some reason. Luther Bird. Oh, wow. I appreciate you, man. HW. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. Mountain's still in there. He's too tough. I guess I'm not watching. Great win for the Giants. Yep. No longer having the number 1 pick, though. I'm starting him in my Super Bowl. Oh, my gosh. Something's in my eye. Jeez. Going to be a flag on the Giants, or probably the Raiders. Jeez. I don't know. Something's in my eye. It got really, really bad. So unnecessary roughness here by the Raiders. I might look like I'm crying in my right eye. I don't know. That's crazy. What changed? I don't know. I'm here. Apparently, there's the flu. When this game ends, are you getting off until the Bears, or you call the Eagles game? I'm not going to call the Eagles game. I'm ready to. I've yet to eat. I'm pretty hungry. I'm going to probably watch it on my phone for a little bit, and then, yeah, just try to get something to eat. Who'd you pick tonight? I picked the 49ers. Are the Raiders making a comeback? Maybe next week. Yeah, this guy. Reggie, I appreciate you, man, for tuning in. I will catch you in the next one. So 1st and 10 for the Giants after the penalty as they're at the 11. Dart in the pistol as he takes the snap and hands it off up the gut. Crossing the 10, brought down at the 8. That is Tracy on the carry. As it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Giants as the clock continuing to run here. You're going to take a nap when this ends. Yeah, you should. Why don't you eat on stream? I don't know. It just feels weird. If it's more of a... If I'm streaming, which I've yet to stream a video game thing on YouTube. But if I do that, if I'm playing video games or whatnot, or just reacting to other videos or whatever, I think that's appropriate then. I just don't see it happening for a play-by-play. I just don't think that's right. 2nd and 7, hands it off. This is Tracy down the right side, cutting inside, and it's going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing for the Giants there. Going to bring up 3rd and 8 as we're approaching 5 minutes to go in this never-ending game. It's actually gone by quite quickly, but it just feels like it's been going on for about 10 hours. Bills have been making crazy comebacks recently, so this game is far from over. And that is true. That is 100% true. Don't count out the Bills. Let's go Giants. 3rd and 8. They need to get to the half-yard line for a brand new set of downs as Dart drops back looking, throws it to the end zone. No one there, incomplete. And the Giants will most likely, well, hold on. There's a flag. There is indeed a flag, so it's going to be a roughing the passer. Oh, my goodness. Philly Bird Stakes. Let me see what's going on there. Again, you guys haven't really said anything about it, so I'm assuming it's still 13-0. It looks like it's still 13-0. Yeah, 3:08 left to go. Yeah, this game is almost a full quarter. So hold up here. Fouls by both teams. Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense. Are they making up the other penalty or what? Oh, intentional grounding. Offsetting, so it's going to be a replaying 3rd down. Just run it up the middle, please. Tick off 30 more seconds. Get us under to 4 minutes. Do it. Do it, you cowards. Just do it. Yeah, Dart was chucking this to Narnia. No one was there. Going to make a 2026 budget. Name every dollar and live beneath my... Wait, means it appears it will be worse before it gets better. I guess I'm not following there, Reggio. 3rd and 8 at the 9. Are you talking about just making a budget in general? I mean, that's a good idea. As Dart drops back... He's moving to his right. Throws. Caught at the 5 and then brought down at the 2. That'll work as that'll move the clock as we're at 4:19 and counting. As the Giants might be going for it. Might as well, I guess. Well, good luck, man. Budgeting is definitely good. But, yeah, rising costs are everywhere. Raiders are good at committing penalties. They are. Bill stopped at the 1. Wow. Oh, my goodness. So the Giants going to go for it here. 4th and 1 may as well. They're up by 3 scores. And they're at the 2. They don't get it here. Raiders will have to march the entire field. As Dart play action rolling to his left. Dart's going to run. He's at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, New York Giants. Jackson Dart getting the touchdown turkey to celebrate for him as it's now 33-10. As the Giants have just blown out the Raiders. My goodness. And this was the Giants' final road game of the year, and they're going to get the win. The first road win of the season comes in their final road game of the season. They're 0-8 on the road. Will be 1-8 after this one. Bill stopped at the 1. Bond got Allen at the inch line. Oh, man. Yes, cutting Dollar Tree from next year, at least 1/4 of the new year. There we go. As there is the extra point. It's up. It is good. 34-10 is your score. Giants surrendering the number 1 pick today with the win. So the Raiders are going to be in the driver's seat. You'll admit this game's over, yeah. Eagles defense has been improving, getting hot at the right time. They are. Dud Turkey, yep. Turkey is very excited about this one. I'm not. I'm just, yeah, I'm ready to go. 5 touchdowns, by the way, total. 4 touchdowns, of course, by the Giants, 1 by the Raiders. Nice one, yep. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm sorry I've been complaining and weeping and coping the whole time. As, expected a little bit more of a competitive game, but that's my fault. That's my bad. But yeah, if you do like what you've been listening to, make sure again to like and subscribe. Helps out the channel a lot. If everyone were to subscribe right now, we would hit 4,000 subscribers. And of course, I'll be returning for one final game tonight with the 49ers and the Bears. Hopefully I see you there, as I'll definitely be ready to go for that one. A lot on the line for that one. With the Bears, of course, already securing their NFC North title But if the 49ers were to win out, then they would be the NFC West champion and most likely the number 1 seed in the NFC. Only the Raiders can make Dart look this good. Yep. Giants get neighbors, Scottyview healthy when the draft picks. Who knows, something to build on. Yeah, no, that is true. They definitely have a nice young talent. They definitely could use another weapon, though, on the outside, I would say. The receiver. Sorry about, crying about Pittsburgh. You know it's Eagles punt. Jeez, the punt bowl is Eagles Bills. Giants they're playing for pride. They are. Looks like they're about to go to the end of the third quarter there. Again, this game nearing its conclusion. We get to see Kenny Pickett maybe, or maybe they go with the other quarterback. I'm not too sure. Jeez, this one's just bad. So the total now, the closed at 40.5, so it definitely hit the over. Pride, yep, that's all they're playing for. Didn't have too much to choose from it. Or there's this or the Eagles, yep. Again, I took the risk. And, I don't know, pretty good showing. Again, appreciate you guys. About 200 people in the chat at any given time. That's great, as that's going to be bouncing in the end zone for a touchback. And that is where the Raiders will start at the 35. Of course, again, next week I'll be covering all 3 windows, of course. And, of course, the Steelers-Ravens. Most likely the Sunday night game, but I could be wrong. I mean, I'm just assuming. But it could be the NFC South. They have some options. So here comes Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett. Let's go, Kenny. 1st and 10 for Pickett as he hands it off up the middle, crossing the 40, spinning forward to 45, the 50, 45, and brought down at the 41-yard line. First down for the Raiders. Kenny Pickett, you can already see the difference of the team right here as they're clearly motivated under Kenny Pickett. 1st and 10 for Pickett and the Raiders. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. As Pickett is in the shotgun, takes the snap and hands it off to Genty up the middle. And Genty not going to get much as he is going to be tackled for a loss of 1. Bears went out, they could get by, who knows. Maybe, but yeah, they would need the Seahawks to lose a game, right? Or lose the next 2. I don't know. I'd have to look at that. That's going to be caught there by Thornton. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 36. Where am I at? 12-4, 13-4. I guess they're probably still alive for it, but yeah, they would need the Seahawks to lose. So yeah, there's that too. But yeah, for the 49ers, it's win out, they get it. For the Bears, they need to win out and need help. 3rd and 6 for Kenny Pickett and the Raiders. He's in the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. As he drops back, he's looking, pump fakes. Pickett looking to his right, moving to his right, evading would-be tacklers as he steps out of bounds at the, after about a yard. Well, they're going to say no gain on the play. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 34-10 is your score. Eagles are mollywhopping, yep. It ain't over. It is. Yeah, sarcasm, yep. Delay glazing Kenny. You know it. Dude, Kenny can motivate his team like no one else. He's kind of looking like Patrick Mahomes out there, you know. I'm just kidding. Pickett should have been starting instead of Smith. Probably. What channel will the Bears be on? NBC. Your local NBC station. Did anyone pick the Raiders to win? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm sure there was a few. Apparently about 42% of ESPN users did. I did not. Bills have good field position. Let's see what's happening there in Buffalo. As Buffalo, it looks like they're at the Philadelphia 27. Again, a touchdown for the Bills, and it's a one-score game, folks. So that one's definitely not over. Definitely not over by any means. Where's Jeremy? Someone tell him it's okay to come in and say it's over. Not sure who Jeremy is, but yes, it is. NBC, yep. I always pick against the Raiders. It's a free win on my pick. This guy. Paramount Plus, isn't it? Nope, it is not it. It is NBC. Paramount Plus is kind of like a scam, I think, whenever it comes to... Because they promote it, the way they promote it, it's like, oh yeah, you can get any CBS game. That's not the case. You just get the CBS game in your local market. I can't believe that they're allowed to get away with that. No, number one pick. Nope. Sorry, Paul. Sorry, Paul. Raiders might punt here. Nah, they're going to go for it. But again, appreciate you guys for, again, tuning in for this game. The number one pick bowl, the toilet bowl, lived up to his name as it's a blowout. 34-10. Raiders have Kenny picking the game. Geno Smith was knocked out on the last drive. And Kenny has the Raiders on the move, but they're facing a 4th and 6 at the Giants' 37. Good old Kenny Pickett. Plenty of time left. Oh, yeah, for sure. Buffalo, yeah. As we're back here in Las Vegas. As, yes, they are keeping the offense on the field. There is Pickett. Number 15 out there. Again, pretty much Patrick Mahomes in the flesh. Pickett going to be in the shotgun. As they need to get to the 31 for a brand new set of downs. Trips to the left, 2 receivers to the right. You have it on Peacock. Yeah, NBC or Peacock. As Pickett drops back, he steps up. Pickett's going to run. He's at the 35, cutting inside. Brought down at the 30-yard line. That is a first down for the Raiders, but there is a flag. So hold the phone. And holding offense. So that'll back him up. 4th and 16 coming up. So a penalty there costing Pickett a first down for the Raiders. Bummer. So yeah, a hold there. That's a bummer. 4th and 16 coming up for the Raiders. Wasn't my only bad pick. I picked the Steelers as well. Yep. Allen just lost 19 yards. That's tough. Allen looking like Sanders there. That's crazy. 4th and 16. They're at the 47. Pickett drops back. Pickett's looking. He throws. Caught at the 40 or 36, but he's tackled right there. So that's going to be short. And that is going to be the end of this one, essentially, after a few kneel downs. So, yeah, that'll pretty much be it. Again, the Giants going to win 34-10. As, well, at least the Raiders, again, the way they can make themselves feel better is that they will have, most likely, the number one pick. If they lose next week, they clinch it. Bills receiver stinks. They have Shakir. Yeah, I don't know who else they have. Bills miss Diggs. Man, that's tough. All right, 1st and 10 for the Giants as Dart is out there and going to take a knee. As there you go. There is the knee, and we'll take a few more knees. But, yeah, appreciate you guys for tuning in. I will catch you guys in the next one. Again, I'll be calling Bears and the 49ers tonight. And, again, before you go, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Helps out the channel a lot. So, hopefully, I see you guys in the next one. We're closing in on 4,000. So I really do appreciate you guys. Just going to make sure I have everything set up here. Yeah, redirecting. Okay. All right. But again, after these kneel downs, I will go ahead and head on out of here. So this is the second knee, and again, one more knee should do it. As the Giants will win 34-10, they'll move to 3-13. The Raiders will fall to 2-14. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. Again, apologize there on my behalf. It was just not a good game on my part. And the game itself was not that great, but it is what it is. What can you expect? And I'll, of course, come back in about an hour and 10 minutes. We'll have a lot more energy and, a lot better game. As there is the knee once more, and that'll do it. 34-10 is your final. I will see you in the next one. You guys all have a great rest of your day. In case I don't see you, make sure, again, like and subscribe before you go. If everyone subscribes right now, we have 4,000 subscribers. We're closing in on year one with a very successful year one. On to year two, I guess, after the Super Bowl. Appreciate you guys, though. See ya very soon. Peace.